This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the gymnasium on the campus of Capitol High School in Olympia, Washington. Today, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of the high school basketball season with a non-league girls and boys doubleheader featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the Capitol Cougars. My name is Dietrich Allen, and joining me for this broadcast is Jerry Apple, but he's out doing his duty in getting starters and such. Daryl White will also be helping us out with some statistics today. The girls take the court first. Shelton is 10-1 on the season and coming off Thursday's 66-38 win at Aberdeen. Capitol has a 1-10 overall record. The Cougars lost to Timberline Thursday night, 71-49. Coming up, we talk with Highclimbers coach Chris Swanson. Jerry will get you the starting lineups and, of course, the tip-off. It's the first game of our girls and boys basketball doubleheader. The Shelton Lady Highclimbers at the Capitol Lady Cougars on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
I'm Rich Squire. I coach Shelton High School Fast Pitch here in Shelton. Our levy helps fund after-school programs and activities that keep kids engaged, confident, and part of a team. When you see that pride on their faces, you know it matters. Supporting our school, supporting our kids.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. And we're back here in Capitol High School. Jerry's joining us after he ran around and did all the hard work and got the starters for me. What do you think there, Jerry?
Well, it was nice to talk to Liz Canwright, the head coach for Capitol, a former student, had her for driver's ed, just a great person, great family. She's played a lot of college ball.
She was also the Highclimbers coach at one point in time.
Yeah,
You
and
remember
they had
that?
won. They had won 20 games one year when she was a JV coach.
Right.
Yeah, they were undefeated that one year. That was really neat.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of current coaches, which we are about to, I did have a chat with Chris Swanson. Coach Swanson, a little bit of a stretch here where you're putting some W's in the win column. Let's talk about your last game at Aberdeen. Not the perfect game, but you did come away with a win, and it was a pretty solid win.
Yeah, we tried some different things. We know that our rosters match up pretty favorably in that game, and so we tried to do some different things. Some of it worked out, some of it didn't. Got a lot of different girls in the game, but I thought overall we took care of business. We stayed healthy. Got what we needed to done.
I want to ask about your low post and the difference between feeding Cedar and feeding Rosa. Because Cedar, you can throw it like 4 feet out of her reach and she'll grab it. Rosa, not so much. How do you compensate for that?
Yeah, mobility is a little bit different between the two of them. I actually think Rosa at times makes it a little bit easier and just keeps it simple and does a good drop step, goes right through. And so I think in that way she has the advantage almost. But I think the difference with Cedar is she gives us that inside-outside aspect, and so she can handle the ball well enough to be wherever we need her to be, and that just makes it really hard for defenders.
When you're in practice with the two ladies, the Twin Towers, as I like to call them, do you emphasize getting that perfect pass to Rosa more than to Cedar? Because I saw that when she got the ball to her perfectly, she scored. She was unstoppable.
We talk about ball placement and ball location. It's not necessarily player-based, but when somebody's posting up, there's a definite passing window that's better than the other. And so, if we can keep the ball up and don't have to have our bigs bending down to the ground to grab it, that definitely saves some energy.
Now, your perimeter players. Your three was kind of falling on Wednesday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, we've been a little streaky with our shot this year. I honestly don't think we've shot all that well compared to what I would expect us to do, and so I'm hoping that continues to trend up throughout the season. But some of it's shot selection. In games with a point spread, we've been a little careless at times and just started hucking them up.
Now, I noticed that you have a couple of your varsity players playing in this JV game. Is that the way you've gone most season? I haven't noticed that.
We had, so Malia Sandoval's been a swing player for us all year. Jaden Smith has just been swinging recently. We're a little shorthanded on JV with some different things going on. And then just in general, trying to get folks time to play. And I didn't feel like I was getting enough minutes in our varsity competitions for her. And so just trying to give her a chance to get on a court.
What is the threshold when you have some of your players on the bench that you want to get some time, but you can't get them in varsity? When do you send them to JV to get a couple of minutes?
Yeah, we try to make a decision early in the season about where somebody's going to be at, and try to make sure that everybody's going to get a mix of playing at the right level and getting minutes. And in this situation, I just, some of the games have been closer than I anticipated, and some of the situations haven't allowed us to get some girls in, and so I wanted to make sure they're doing what they can. And it helps our JV team because they haven't had a whole lot of depth, and so we've got a couple girls out sick, and it just really helps us out.
Now tonight, you've got Capital. You're on the road. Capital, not a very good record this year, but they're a pretty scrappy bunch.
Yeah, they're trending up. I thought they played River Ridge really hard the other night. I thought, obviously they got a girl that can score 49 points in a game. You can't ever take somebody like that lightly, and so I think we still have to come and approach the game the way we should any game. And you've heard me say before, I don't think that we can disrespect anybody by showing up and expecting anything but their best. Yeah.
So your roster tonight, you said it was a little thin. And who's missing?
Varsity-wise, we have everybody, and so I've got all 10 of our girls available, and then we'll have Malia swinging with us, and so we should have enough. Yeah.
Have fun tonight and good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Shelton coach. Chris Swanson, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Jerry, your thoughts? Anything on what the coach talked about?
Well, my thoughts are we're seeing the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th girls, they are stepping up.
Yeah.
A good example of that would be Sunny Cordova.
Right.
She has stepped up a lot. You look at Rosa. stepping up. Obviously,
yeah.
Bianca Simmons. But they're almost 8 deep. They're going to be there.
Right. Okay.
That's my feeling. At the beginning of the season, they were maybe 3 girls. Now you see 8.
Okay.
And I think that will be the goal I want to see, or they want to see at the end of the season, that they're at least 8 deep, maybe 9. So that's a positive.
Okay. Well, thanks for that, Jerry. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with some starting lineups here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
Vape companies have a history of targeting teens. Now that they've been caught red-handed marketing to minors in Washington state and forced to pay millions in a major lawsuit, when it comes to your health, choose what matters. Choose you. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
And we're back here, Capitol High School. Go ahead, Jerry, real quick.
The other thing I want to say is I've been impressed with Shelton's press, the 1-2-2. And then they drop back into the 1-2-2 zone. And like I mentioned, Olivia Swanson has done a really good job out there at the one position, the front position, forcing them out, forcing them to start their offense a little further out than they probably want to. And so I see those two things really working well.
Yeah,
the question is, when do they call it off?
That's a coach decision, right? Not our decision. All right, Jerry, let's talk about those starters now, will you?
I sure will. Let's go with the visitors tonight. The Shelton Highclimbers under Coach Chris Swanson. A 5'7" sophomore, number 11, Olivia Swanson. A 5'3" sophomore, number 12, Ashley Borden. A 5'8" senior, number 14, Ashley Herman-Hildo. A 5'8" sophomore, number 23, Janelle Kreis. And rounding out the starting lineup is a 5'11" senior, number 45, Cedar Wiley. Now for the Capital Cougars under Coach Liz Canright. A sophomore, number 1, Tessa Nielsen. Her sister, a senior, number 2, Mia Nielsen. Number 13, a senior, Ellie Brown. Number 22, a sophomore, Lexi Dura. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Capital Cougars is a junior, number 24, Carissa Hightower.
Well, thank you, Jerry. We are moments away from the tip-off. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works. And it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. PUD3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. And we're back here at Capitol High School, the starting five being announced here. The Highclimbers will be wearing their black unis. We don't get to see the black unis very often, do we, Jerry?
No, we don't.
So with red letters and stripes, as well as a little bit of a white outline. But the lineup, as Jerry said a little while ago, is the same. Olivia Swanson, Ashley Borden, Ashley Herman-Hildo, Janelle Kreis, and Cedar Wiley. Those are the five for the ladies in black tonight.
Yeah.
And the girls in white, the Cougars. You have Tessa Nielsen and Mia Nielsen, Ellie Brown, Lexi Dura, and Carissa Hightower. Those are the starting five for the ladies in white. We will take a quick time. I'll be back with the tip-off between Shelton and Capitol. Girls basketball, first game of our doubleheader tonight from Capitol High School on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. And we're back here waiting for the tip-off between Shelton and Capitol. Boy, I feel like I'm really far away from you, Jerry. Because I am. No, it's just the way the table's set up. And I gotta hand it to the Capitol staff here. They were very helpful. When I got here, this bleacher behind us was all the way up, and we had about 6 inches to work between the table and the wall. And
that would work for you, but maybe not
for
me.
I don't know about that. All right, here we go with Brown and Wiley tipping it off. And the Highclimbers win the toss. And here is Olivia Swanson. Now over to Herman-Hildo. Ashley will get it up top to the other, Ashley Borden. And picked off in the middle by Tessa Nielsen. Up the far sideline, she goes to the foul line, kick it out to her sister, Mia. Mia will take a three, and it's caught under the bucket by Sophie Brown, and the next shot by Tessa is an air ball, and Cedar Wiley came away with that. Here is Olivia Swanson driving along the side of the paint to Borden, out to Janelle Christ. She lost the handle. Ball's free, picked up by Mia Nielsen, and then stolen by Janelle Christ. She's going to go right to the hoop, but actually going to lob it out top and saved in bounds by one Ashley to the other Ashley. And here is Olivia Swanson up top, 15 on the shot clock. Here's Ashley Borden driving the baseline, and she lost the handle. Up to Herman Hildo now. Back to Herman Hildo. Into the paint, stop, kick it out to Borden with 5 on the shot clock. Short, rebound tapped, and eventually controlled by Swanson. Down to Wiley. Wiley, Cedar, score. And here's Dura with the ball for Capital. Over to Tessa Nielsen. She'll pull up on the foul line, miss it. Rebound goes to Wiley. Cedar with the ball over her head. And waits for Capital to clear out. Here comes Swanson all the way up to Borden. Borden drives the side of the paint, kick it to Wiley. Wiley opposite side of the paint, scoops it up short. Rebound pulled down by Brown. Hand it off to Tessa Nielsen. Leave it there for Dura. Alexi will get it up the court to Mia Nielsen. And she'll reset up top to Dura. Into the far corner, Hightower. And Carissa's trapped on the side, loses the handle out of bounds. It'll be Capital ball. Stay with the Cougs. On the baseline, almost in the corner. Tessa Nielsen will trigger the play. Get it in, and up and in is Mia Nielsen with the first basket for Capital. Here comes Olivia Swanson for Shelton. Over to Janelle Christ. Spinning. Draws double team, steps by the double team, launched the pass out, saved by Swanson into backcourt, and it's picked up by Mia Nielsen. She's going to end up traveling. Highclimber ball. 5:44 to go here, first quarter. 2-2 is our score. Here comes Olivia Swanson. Top of the key, over to Janelle Christ. Into the corner to Ashley Herman Hildo. Bounce it back to Christ. Bounced past her, out of bounds it goes, but they say it went off of Tessa Nielsen. It'll be Highclimber ball. Baseline inbounds. Right of the backboard, I'm sorry, left of the backboard. Lob it into Wiley, side of the paint. She'll split the double team, put it off the glass and in. Cedar Wiley, 4 points, and that's what the Highclimbers have, 4-2. Here's Mia Nielsen with the ball, handed off to Tessa. Stops at the top, swinging over the far side. And this is Dura. And a three on the way by Hightower is an air ball. Janelle Christ with the rebound, lobs it all the way up the court to Ashley Borden. She'll lay it up and in on the fast break. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It is 6-2. And a steal by Olivia Swanson to Borden. Borden spins and goes to the hoop, puts it up. Oh, it popped out, but she did draw the foul. It'll go on Lexi Dura, her first team foul. That'll send Ashley Borden to the free throw line for a couple of free throws. 4:48 to go, first quarter. Shelton 6, Capital 2. I think it's Shelton 7. And a 30-second timeout called. I believe it was by Capital, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he was looking that way. Yeah,
okay.
He pointed that way now.
Hey, tonight's game is a small sample of what school levies help support. Keep paying it forward by voting for kids. Vote yes on February 10th, so activities like this can continue. Paid for by the citizens for Shelton schools. Ballots should be coming out, I think, on the 20th of January.
Okay.
I think I heard that. They'll be in the mail on the 20th, so you should get them on that weekend.
Elections February 10th?
February 10th. For Mason County, there are 5 levies on the ballot, but that includes McCleary and Elma, Miriam Knight.
Belfair?
No.
No? Okay.
No. I'm trying to think of the other one other than Shelton, and I'm drawing a blank right now.
Okay.
Ashley Borden has another free throw. Got it. Got them both. Give her 4 points, and it's an 8-2 ball game. And Borden almost had a steal there. Back to Nielsen. Nielsen takes the 3 and hits it. This is Mia with 5 points. And it's 8-5.
Yeah, she's got all 5 points for the Capital Cougars.
Here's Swanson up top. Near side to Kreis. Janelle fakes the 3, finds Herman Hildo in the corner. Ashley gets it to Swanson. Olivia drives, finds Cedar Wiley at the high post, and an extra pass down low to Herman Hildo, and Ashley saves it into Wiley. Wiley. Cedar puts it on the floor, drives in. Little running hook shot. Fell off. Rebound pulled down by Tessa Nielsen. Ball poked out and tracked down by Alexi Dura and stolen by Olivia Swanson. Swanson lobs it down to Borden, and Borden can't quite get to it. Takes a tumble under the bucket. So it's Capital ball. Just under 4 minutes to go here, first quarter. 8-5 is the score. Shelton with the lead, Capital with the ball. Here's Hightower, far side. High post feed knocked away. Ball's free. And coming up with it is going to be Mia Nielsen. And then another high post feed. This time is picked off by Cedar Wiley. She'll drive to the opposite end of the floor. Wait for her team to catch up with her. Here's Ashley Borden up top. Over to Herman Hildo. Over to Swanson. Corner near side 3. Missed it. Rebound goes to Hightower, and she just walked. No whistle. Outlet goes to Dura. Up to Mia Nelson for the jumper. It fell off. Kreis with the rebound. Bounce it up the sideline to Cedar Wiley. Up top to Janelle. Over to Olivia Swanson for 3 at the elbow. No. Rebound pulled down by Tessa Nielsen. Gets it up to Mia. Mia scores another 2 points. Make it 8-7.
And she has 4 of them.
She has
5. She has them
all. All of them, Jerry.
That's right. She has all of them, yeah.
Here's Borden and trying to answer with a 3. Yes! Ashley Borden with 7 points of the Highclimbers 11. Here's Mia Nielsen to Tessa. Over to Dura for 3. That's off. Wiley with another rebound. Cedar will get it to Swanson. Up to Borden in the near corner. She's going to drive baseline and take a shot. That's a physical shot by Lexi Dura. Second team foul, second on Lexi. We're going to send her to the free throw line. Said she was shooting. And Ashley, her second trip to the free throw line tonight. It is night now, right? And pretty close. First free throw is in. She'll get another one. Isabella Bullison will step onto the court for Capital. Lexi Dura will sit down. Cedar Wiley will get a rest, and Rosa LeClaire Hernandez checks in. And here is Borden's second free throw.
Yeah, 4 for 4 for Ashley Borden. Nice job, Ashley.
And Ashley will get a rest, and Sunny Cordova steps onto the court for Shelton. 2.5 minutes to go here, first quarter. 13-7. Shelton on top, Capital with the ball. Hightower in the middle. The paint goes right to the hoop. And she was fouled, and there was Rosa and Sunny both there. I'm not sure who they're going to call for the foul. We'll find out here momentarily. Does send Hightower to the free throw line. I'm assuming, well, they haven't posted on the board. I didn't see the call.
Yeah, it is Sunny Cordova, the foul.
That'd be her first, the first team foul on Shelton. Hightower missed the first free throw. She'll get another one. That one's off. Rebound tapped by Kreis to Rosa. Here comes Swanson down to Sunny. Sunny turns around, misses the shot. Janelle with the rebound. Swing it across to Rosa. Rosa off the glass. No, just a little too hard. And ball went off of Tessa Nielsen out of bounds. So it's Highclimber ball, baseline inbounds, right of the backboard. Swanson will trigger the play, get it into Kreis. Kreis will take a 3. Short. Rebound, Cordova tracks it down, finds Herman Hildo. Over to Swanson. Swanson in the corner, dribbles out, looking for Rosa, throws it over the head of the defender, knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say it stays with the Highclimbers as it went off the fingertip of Tessa Nielsen. So baseline inbounds again for the Highclimbers, left to the backboard this time. Swanson will trigger the play. And Coach Swanson wants a timeout. So we'll take it. I believe it's a full. 1:54 to go, first quarter. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix. But vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseyouwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
And we're back. 1:54 to go, first quarter. Shelton 13, Capital 7. The Highclimbers will have the ball and baseline inbounds coming out of the timeout, left of the backboard. They have Swanson, Rosa, Hermanhildo, Cordova, and Kreis on the court to the Climbers. Swanson will lob it into Rosa. Rosa has some trouble handling it, loses it. And then Kreis will strip the ball, but I think they're going to get Janelle for her first personal. And Alexi Duro will step back onto the court for the Cougars. There are 2 personal fouls here. 1:49 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah,
Nielsen.
they changed that. It's only 1 foul on Janelle.
Yeah, it was her first. Here is Boloson. Her runner doesn't fall in. Rebound tapped out of bounds off the hands of Ellie Brown. It'll be Highclimber ball. 1:38 to go in the quarter. 13-7 still our score. Shelton on top with the ball. Here's Olivia Swanson. Over to Sunny Cordova into the corner. Ashley Hermanhildo back to Swanson. Up top to Janelle Kreis. She fakes the 3, drives inside, kicks in the far corner. 3 on the way by Hermanhildo. That's off. Rebound tapped around and controlled by Tessa Nielsen. She'll lob it up to Mia. Mia to the hole, puts it up and in. Mia has all 9 of Capital's points here, and it is 13-9. Here's Swanson. Over to Kreis. Kreis beyond the 3-point arc, far side, puts it on the floor, cross court to Cordova. She'll take a 3. She'll hit a 3. Sunny Cordova with her first points. Pushes the lead up 16-9. Here's a jumper in the middle of the paint there by Tessa Nielsen, and she's fouled.
And that's on Janelle Kreis, her second.
At the free throw line will be Mia Nielsen. 2 free throws. Got the first one. She'll get another one. 10 points for her. 10 points for Capital. Cedar Wiley will step back onto the court for Shelton, replacing Ashley Hermanhildo. Ashley Borden steps onto the court and replaces Olivia Swanson. I was lost there for a moment. So Mia Nielsen at the free throw line. I'm sorry, Tessa Nielsen. I'm sorry, this was wrong. Both those free throws were by Tessa Nielsen. She missed the first one, and she got her own rebound. Or she made the first one. She missed the first one. She made the first one.
Yeah, she's 1 for 2.
All right, now I'm tracking now, Jerry. Thanks for correcting me. Here's Sunny Cordova with the ball down to Cedar Wiley. Double-teamed pinch stop, but loses the ball. This is Mia Nielsen speeding up the far sideline. Takes a 3. Hits the back of the iron. Rebound goes to Kreis. 25 seconds for Janelle. Stops side of the paint, launches a shot, missed it. Rebound goes to Boloson. Up it goes to Mia Nielsen. Over to Dura for 3. Yes. Lexi with her first points. It's a 3-point Highclimber lead, 16-13. And Borden launches a shot from just over mid-court, but we're through 1 quarter. Shelton 16, Capital 13. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. Waiting for the start of the second quarter here. Shelton 16, Capital 13.
I have Ashley Borden with the leading score with 9, and she has 4 for 4 on the foul line.
Yep, and Mia Nielsen has 9 as well for Capital. So the Cougars will start the quarter with the ball, and Mia gets it from Dura and gets the ball back to Dura. Into the corner near side, lob it down. And this is Brown drawing a double team, stripped away by Sunny Cordova. Sunny on the run on the far side. Wisely turn around and set the offense. Cross court. And here is Olivia Swanson. And the paint here is Borden. Borden puts it on the floor, back to Wiley. Wiley out to Cordova for a 3. That's just off. Rebound pulled down by Tessa Nielsen. Tessa speeding up the court. And there's a whistle and a foul on the Highclimbers. This was on Olivia Swanson, her first team foul on Shelton in the second quarter. Here's an inbounds from Nielsen to Nielsen. It is Mia with the ball. Back to Tessa. Tessa to Dura up top. Over to Mia for 3. Nope. Rebound pulled down. A long rebound goes to Bullison. Bullison finds Dura. She tried to force up a shot. Squirts out of there, and Tessa comes up with it. Gets it to Mia for 3 off the mark. Rebound tapped to Brown. Brown will kick it back out top. Here's Mia for a jumper at the foul line elbow. It rolls around and out. Cedar Wiley pulls down that ball this time. And up it goes to Janelle Kreis. Fakes the 3, drives baseline. Double team, split the double team, lays it up, missed it, got her own rebound, 1 dribble. Steps by, loses the handle. Dura comes up with it. Lexi will lob it up to Mia Nielsen. Oh, her little scoop just popped out. Rebound goes to Cordova. Swanson will bounce it over to Kreis. Kreis to the foul line, into the paint, lob it to her sister, Cedar Wiley. She'll put it up. Drew the foul, missed the shot. Cedar Wiley to the free throw line.
One thing I've noticed, both teams are passing the ball well to the open person.
Foul went on Ellie Brown, her first team foul on Capital in the second quarter. Cedar Wiley hit the first free throw. She'll get another one. Here comes Bianca Simmons, replacing Janelle Kreis for the Highclimbers. So Cedar Wiley, another free throw, goes in. You give her 6 points.
And 6 for 6 for the Highclimbers from the foul line.
Hightower will return for Capital. Bullison will sit down. It's at 18-13, 5-point Highclimber lead here. It's kind of hard for me to see the 18. Here is Dura for 3. Missed it. Rebound Cordova for Shelton. To Swanson. To Borden. Fakes that 3. Little runner inside the paint. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Brown. And here comes Tessa Nielsen. Throw just missed on the pass over to Dura, out of bounds.
That's the 7th turnover on the Capital Cougars. The Highclimbers have 5 turnovers.
6:01 to go in the half. 18-13 is the score. Sunny Cordova with the ball in the near corner. Up top to Olivia Swanson. Now to Cedar Wiley. Wiley's going to draw a double team, kick it out to
Yeah, she moved that pivot foot.
Simmons, and ends up picking up her pivot foot in the wrong time. Be Capital ball. 5:47 to go. 5-point Highclimber lead. 18-13. Here's Mia Nielsen to Tessa Nielsen, back to Mia. Over to Dura. Lexi will take a 3. Swish it. That's Lexi's second three. She has 6 points, and the lead is 2, 18-16. Here's Swanson over to Cordova. Over the head of the defense to Wiley. She put up just a little short, and a rebound pulled down by Brown. Here comes Tessa Nielsen to the baseline, guarded by Cordova. Pivots around, threw a pass right to Simmons, who's pushed out of bounds. And that'll be a foul on Capital.
They've got it on Carissa Hightower.
She's not even on the floor. Oh, yes, she is. I'm sorry. You're right. That's her first. Second team foul. All right, you're right. I was looking at the bench and watching the young lady come in to get her.
That's okay.
I'm looking, where's 24? I don't see her on the court. Oh, no, there she is. Here he is, Borden with the ball. Had an open three. Resets it to Borden. Quick passes down. Nice save by Cedar Wiley. Finds Cordova. Puts up a little runner. And the rebound is knocked out of bounds off of Tessa Nielsen. It'll be Highclimber ball. Janelle Christ will step back onto the court. Sonny Cordova will sit down. Baseline inbounds. Left of the backboard, Swanson will trigger the play. Looks in the middle, bounce it into Cedar Wiley. He's knocked out of bounds by Tessa Nielsen. And we'll do it again. Here's Swanson with another baseline inbounds. Looking for Wiley. He'll bounce it into Simmons, and Bianca will hit the little layup there. 22-16, and I believe it's a full timeout by Capital. Nope, it's a full timeout by the Capital Cougars as Liz wants to talk things over. 4:43 to go in the half. We'll be right back. If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. And we come out of the timeout with Capital Cougars getting the ball.
I believe the biggest lead for the Highclimbers is 7.
I believe you're right.
Okay.
Cougars have both, well, actually only one Nielsen on the court. And it's coming in the timeout is Couch. She had the ball. And here's a foul line jumper by Brown. Christ is fighting for the rebound. She'll pull it up and come out of the pack with it. She has a 2-on-2. She'll leave it in the corner for Borden. Borden draws a double team. Back to Christ. Christ backs down. Dura puts it up short. Got her own rebound. One dribble. Back to the hoop she goes. Missed it. And Janelle to the free throw line. You know, Janelle has not scored so far today.
No, she hasn't.
Surprising to me, actually. She's been the leading scorer early in the game. Third team foul. And they haven't posted who. Oh, it's on Lexi Dura, her third. As Christ hit the first free throw, making it 21-16. So Tessa Nielsen back in the ball game for the Cougars. Short rest for her. Second free throw by Christ, enough in the net.
And the Highclimbers are 8 for 8 from the foul line.
Here's Mia Nielsen cross court. It goes to Bolison, back to Mia Nielsen. She got away with a little hop there. Drives side of the paint, puts it up, missed a shot. Rebound tapped to Christ. Here comes Janelle, throws it up and out of the reach, unfortunately, to Ashley Borden. She tried to get to it. Good idea to push it. Just not quite there. Ashley's not quite that fast. Here's Nielsen with the ball. Over to Bolison. And a steal by Borden. Borden has a 2-on-2, and then it's a 2-on-3, and Mia Nielsen knocks it away and takes it away.
Nice hustle by Mia Nielsen.
Yeah, she has a ball. Into the corner. Bolison. Get it down to Brown. Kick it out top to Mia Nielsen. Step by the defense. Take a couple of steps. Puts it up. Missed it. Rebound tapped out. And Bolison had it. Lost it. Got it back. And a tie ball. It should be a jump ball here as Swanson ties her up. There's a fight for it. 3:23 to go in the first half. 22-16 is our score. Shelton on top, and they get the alternating possession, get the ball back. Swanson will get it into Kreis. Here comes Shelton with the lead in the ball. Over to Swanson, open for a three. She's going to take it. Just missed it. Simmons with the rebound, kick it out to Borden. Borden side of the paint to Kreis. Kreis splits the double team, lays it up and in. 4 points for Janelle. And it's an 8-point Highclimber lead. Here's a three in the corner by Klotch, and the rebound went to Cedar Wiley. Tried to get an outlet to Kreis, and there's a foul on the shot going back by Tessa Nielsen. She'll head to the free throw line. I believe they got Borden on that. No, they got Simmons. Bianca picked up her first. Or is it her second, Jerry?
That's her first.
That's her first. Okay. Tessa hit the first. No, this is Mia. Boy, I'm getting these young ladies confused.
I have her. Yeah, I have her one. Yeah.
I have her one. They fixed it on the board, Jerry.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was making me think a little bit.
Mia Nielsen with her second free throw. She got them both. Makes it 24-18. Here is Olivia Swanson. Near side to Kreis. Janelle takes a three just short and goes out of bounds. 2:43 to go in the half. Here's Mia Nielsen spinning back and kick it into the corner. Back up top to Tessa, to Mia Nielsen, into the corner. To Koch. I think she got away with a double dribble there. Or palming. Here is Tessa Nielsen to Mia Nielsen way outside. 5 on the shot clock. The Bolison draws a double team, loses the handle, gets the ball back, and she ends up traveling. The alternative was to give her a foul on that elbow, but travel's a better call.
Yeah, that's 11th turnover for Capital compared to 7 for the Highclimbers.
Here's Swanson. Over to Kreis, and it was kicked ball but not called, and Tessa Nielsen picks up the ball. She'll speed up the near sideline to the three-point arc, side of the paint, stop, pop, hit. Tessa with the first basket. She has 3 points. 4-point Highclimber lead, 24-20. 1:50 to go, and Bolison pulled the ball away from Swanson, and then Swanson tied her up, and it's a jump ball, and that'll be Cougar ball. As Lanice Newton will step onto the court for Capital. Ellie Brown will get a rest. Here comes Mia Nielsen with the ball. Near side to Bolison. Bolison, a couple of dribbles, throws it down to Tessa with a little jumper, got her own rebound, and Wiley will pull that one down and gets it to Swanson. Swanson over to Herman Hildo, back to the ball game, and her pass goes to Borden. Now here's Wiley at the foul line, holds it over her head, shuffles it over to Borden in the corner, three on the way, and missed it. Rosa can't get the rebound, but it goes to Borden. Borden runner, missed it. Rebound Wiley, no. Rosa with the rebound this time, tied up by Tessa Nielsen, and that'll stay with the Highclimbers. 1:08 to go in the half. 24-20, Shelton with the lead in the ball, baseline inbounds. Left of the backboard. Swanson will trigger the play. Climbers in the 4 corners of the key. Rosa pomps out near in the corner, near side up to Borden. To Herman Hildo, over to Swanson. Bobble the pass, you'll lob it down to Wiley alone to the hoop, up and in. Cedar with 8 points. 26-20. Tessa Nielsen will lob it to Mia Nielsen, and there's going to be a foul on Borden.
Her first.
Be the third team foul on the Climbers, I believe. 54.1 seconds remain here in the first half. 26-20. Here's an inbounds from Nielsen to Mia. To side of the paint, stops, pops, misses, rebound all the way out to the top, and Tessa comes up with it. She's just mugged, and finally a whistle. Swanson or Herman Hildo were both there. It'll go on Herman Hildo, and Ashley's first personal, 4th team foul. 46 seconds to go. Here's an inbounds to Mia Nielsen. She'll fake the 3, drive to the foul line. Tied up and ripped away by Swanson. Olivia with a steal. And she's changed his direction with a pass to Wiley, and that pokes out and goes to Herman Hildo. Down to Rosa. Rosa under the hoop, up and in.
Nice pass by Cedar Wiley.
25 seconds remain now. 28-20. Here's Nielsen over to Bolison for 3. Oh my goodness, with Wiley running at her. Isabel with her first 3. Cuts the lead 28. Oh, a steal. And here's Mia for 3. Missed it. Rebound. Swanson gets it to Wiley. Wiley at midcourt. Oh, hit the front of the rim, jumped off, and that's the half. Shelton 28, Capital 23. Highclimbers up 8 in the quarter, and they lead by 5 at the break. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
Hi, I'm Ty Ramos, Academy Coach at Shelton High School. Our levy helps fund the after-school programs, activities, and internships that keeps kids engaged, confident, and part of a team. I also know how important safe, supported schools are for our kids and families. Supporting our schools supports our kids. Thank you.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
Vape companies have a history of targeting teens. Now that they've been caught red-handed marketing to minors in Washington State and forced to pay millions in a major lawsuit, when it comes to your health, choose what matters. Choose you. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, it's halftime here at Capital High School. The Shelton Highclimbers lead the Shelton Lady Cougars 28-23. Leading scorer for the Highclimbers, Ashley Borden. She has 9 points, all in the first quarter. 8 for Cedar Wiley. 4 for Janelle Kreis. 3 for Sunny Cordova. A basket for Bianca Simmons. And Rosa Leclerc Hernandez has a basket as well. For the Cougars, they're being led by Mia Nielsen. She has 11 points, leading all scorers at this point. 6 for Alexi Dura, but she's hampered with 3 personal fouls. 3 for Isabella Bolison, and 3 points for Tessa Nielsen. That's where we sit. I mentioned the fouls for Dura. She has 3 personals. I don't see any real problem with Highclimbers at this point. We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll take another time out. We'll be right back. Jerry has some more statistics coming up. 28-23 halftime score in this ladies matchup. We'll be back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
We are taking our best shot to end hunger in our community. This basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to end hunger by donating to one of the following food banks.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. Well, we are back here halftime at 28-23. The score, Shelton on top. Go ahead, Jerry, with some more statistics.
Thank you, Deidre. Nice job on the play-by-play. For the Highclimbers, they had 10 turnovers. They had 22 rebounds, 9 assists, and 8 steals. Janelle Kreis was the leading rebounder with 9. Swanson, Olivia, had 5 assists and 3 steals. The Highclimbers were 8 for 8 from the foul line. That is great. And from the field, they were 9 for 34 for 26%. 9 for 34. Okay, for Capital, they had 12 turnovers. They had 16 rebounds, 5 assists, and 11 steals. Tessa Nielsen had 8 rebounds. Tessa also had 3 assists, and I believe Mia Nielsen had 5 steals. I'll have to go back and check on that. The Cougars were 3 for 6 from the foul line for 50%. They shot just a little better from the field than the Highclimbers. They were 9 for 29 for 31%. That is your statistics, and thank you, Daryl, for being so accurate.
It's been really difficult figuring out the difference between Mia and Tessa Nielsen, except for the 1 and the 2. And their hair is long and covers the number on the back.
Yeah,
and it's like, no, that's why I was getting confused between Mia and Tessa at the free throw line. Couldn't see the number.
I think we had her for the first 9 points.
Yeah, she had the.
And then the 10th point was a foul shot, but that was by
Tessa.
Tessa.
Yeah. And then, she's got 11 of the, Mia has 11 of the Cougars' 23 points. I'm just saying, this is long hair. If you've watched the WNBA, you notice that the numbers are small in the back, and you can see them because of ponytails and a lot of hair. And I think it's something that jersey makers should be more aware of, in my opinion, especially for these young ladies. And a lot of them do put their hair up in a bun.
I would like to go back and just reiterate something.
Go ahead.
Tessa Nielsen did have 8 rebounds.
Okay.
Mia Nielsen had 3 assists, and Tessa Mia had 5 steals.
So wait a minute.
Just wanted to make
Wait a minute. You said Tessa Mia. Is it Tessa?
Tessa Nielsen
had 5 steals?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Tessa Nielsen.
Okay, I was getting me confused there, Jerry. Don't say the names
Well,
twice.
I was confused too.
Okay. Well, we're moments away from the third quarter. Looks like the Cougars will have the ball to start the third quarter, and we'll do that in just a minute. Take a short timeout. We'll be right back.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
And here we go with the third quarter. Capital will come out with Brown, Dura, both Nielsen's, and Koch. The Highclimbers have Kreis, Wiley, Herman Hildo, Borden, and Swanson. Here's Dura with the ball in the front court. Over to Brown. Down to Dura. Dura missed the shot. Rebound Wiley. Cedar will get it to Janelle at the far sideline. And threw it down to Borden. Borden drives inside the arc, finds Janelle Kreis at the foul line, lob it down to Cedar Wiley, up fakes, one dribble, shuffles it to Borden, Borden up and in.
And nice assist again from Cedar Wiley.
Here comes Dura with the ball. Stops between the circles. Near side. Goes to Bullison. I'm sorry, it's Bullison on the court. Instead, here's Bullison with the ball. She'll take a 3. Just short, rebound Wiley. Bounces it and holds it. Here comes Herman Hildo for the Highclimbers. They're up 7. Borden back to Herman Hildo. High post feed to Wiley, down to Kreis off the glass and in. Great ball movement by the Highclimbers. Here's Bullison, another 3 on the way. In and out and back in. Her second 3 in the ball game. Give her 6 points. 32-25. And here goes Kreis, double pumping to the hole, put it up and in. Janelle quickly with 8 points, yes. 34-25 now. Bullison threw it right in the hands of Borden. Borden up the near sidelines. Finds Kreis. Kreis draws a double team. Steps around that double team and drew the foul.
This is the biggest lead so far for the Highclimbers of 9 points.
I believe they called that on Dura. Yeah, they did. That's 4 on Lexi. Janelle hit the first free throw. She'll get another one. So Newton will step out onto the court. Nope, they are not going to get, yeah, they will get Newton to come on. For Dura. It's a 10-point Highclimber lead. Make it an 11-point Highclimber lead. As Kreis hit the second free throw. Kreis knocks the ball out of bounds, but it goes off the hands of Bullison. It'll be a Highclimber ball.
It's amazing. The Highclimbers are 10 for 10 from the foul line.
You're going to jinx him, Jerry. You just know it. Here's a quick pass down to Kreis. Kreis double team, stepped away from it, puts it up and in. She has 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah,
12 for the game. And here's Nielsen. This is Mia. Up top to Tessa. And a timeout called by Coach Liz Kenwright. 5:57 to go, third quarter, full timeout called. We'll be right back. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
And we're back, Jerry.
Well, the Highclimbers have stretched the lead from halftime of 5 points now to 13, their biggest lead.
Cougar ball coming out of timeout. Sideline inbounds below us. Tessa Nielsen will trigger the play. 21 on the shot clock. Into the backcourt it goes to Mia Nielsen. Kind of shadowed there by Olivia Swanson. Into the corner to Bullison. She draws a double team. Up top to Mia. Mia will back out and reset. Back over to Bullison. She'll take a three. A three. That's her third three in the game. And it's a 10-point Highclimber lead, 38-28. Here's Borden to Herman Hildo, over to Swanson. She'll try to answer with a three. She missed it. And Borden comes up with a rebound, hook it back to Swanson. Swanson got bumped and fouled. It'll be the second team foul. And it'll go on that Mia Nielsen, her second. Okay, I have one on her. Board says two. You have two. Okay, good deal. Inbounds goes to Kreis, up top to Borden. Into the corner to Swanson. Olivia will dribble up top. Lob it down to Wiley. Catches it, lays it up. Missed the shot, but drew the foul. So Cedar to the free throw line, where she's 2 for 2 and has 8 points so far tonight. 5:12 to go here in the third quarter. 38-28 is our score. Just short. See, I jinxed her, Jerry.
I did. Well.
No, you got to throw that one on me because I said 2 for 2. I jinxed her. Second one. Then she missed them both. The rebound is to Newton. Newton will get it to Brown, and Bullison was not ready for that pass. Out of bounds. It's Highclimber ball.
15th turnover for the Capital Cougars compared to 10.
Why is it baseline? It's not baseline. I didn't think it was baseline. All right, so Borden will inbounds it from below us. We're in the mezzanine is what they call us here, the upper gym. Back to Borden, to Swanson, over to Herman Hildo. Quickly gets a pass down low, knocked out of bounds by Tessa Nielsen. 4:57 to go, third quarter. 38-28 still our score. Shelton on top with the ball. Baseline inbounds at the three-point line. Swanson will lob it into Kreis. Up top to Borden. Back over to the opposite corner to Swanson. Inbounds to Wiley. Saves it inbounds, or in down though. It's stolen away by the Cougars. Jump ball called. Nope, it's actually going to be a foul on Janelle Kreis. There's 3 on her, I believe.
I think that is 3.
Yep, first team foul on Shelton here in the quarter. 4:47 to go, third quarter, 38-28. Shelton with the lead, Capital with the ball. Here's Mia Nielsen with the ball. Over to Bullison, way outside. Maybe she'll shoot from there. She gets a moment to Mia in the corner, and Mia will dribble out. And she'll cross-court it to Tessa. Tessa to the baseline. Jumper off by Newton. Rebound, Wiley to Swanson. Up to Borden. Borden foul line jumper just outside. Herman Hildo missed it. Rebound is free. Janelle Kreis comes up with it, tries to keep it, rolls out of bounds. It'll be Cougar ball. Good job by Janelle trying to keep that ball. She even tried to dribble, but the body underneath her makes it difficult. Here's Tessa Nielsen with the ball. Over to Bullison. 3 on the way from the far corner. Missed it. Rebound goes to Janelle Kreis. Janelle on the run. She's going to attack the hoop. Yep. Puts it up. In. 10 points for Janelle in the quarter. 14 for the game. Here's a 3 on the way by Mia Nielsen. No. Rebound Kreis. Lobs it all the way up the court to Borden. Can't get to it. Out of bounds.
Yeah, Janelle Kreis is 4 for 4 on the 2-pointers this half. She's warming up.
Just so. And here is Mia Nielsen trying to get a pass down to the side of the paint to Brown and knocked away, and a foul called on Olivia Swanson, I believe. It does. That's 2 on Olivia. So the Cougar ball baseline inbounds right of the backboard. Borden will get a rest. Cordova comes in for her. And inbounds in the corner to Brown. To Bollison for 3. Oh, boy! 4 threes for Isabel. It's 40-31. Here's a high post feed to Christ. She'll step along the paint and hit a jumper. Dozen points for her in the quarter. 42-31. Here's Mia Nielsen, lob it down low, overthrew intended target of Newton, and Cedar Wiley comes up with it. Over to Swanson, lob it down to Herman Hildo. Can't keep it inbounds, and it'll be Cougar ball. Annabelle comes in. Annabelle, is it now? Pronounce the number 10's the last name for me, Jerry.
I sure will. It is Annabelle Crouch.
Crouch or Couch? There's no R in the name.
Well,
I know. We tried to check on this. Wilson has the ball.
I don't want to say Crouch.
Koch with the ball to Brown, up top to Bollison. She'll take another 3. Does she hit another one? She does.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
4 in the quarter, 5 in the game.
Wow. She is warm, hot.
42-34. Here's Sunny Cordova open for 3. She'll take the 3. It's just short. Hit the top of the backboard, out of bounds. 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Shelton 42, Capital 34. The Cougars are just hanging around, Jerry.
They sure
hanging
are.
around. Kind of expected this out of a Liz Canright team. Here's Mia Nielsen guarded over there. And a timeout called by Liz Canright. And we'll keep it right here for the moment. Remind you that this basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Our first 4 broadcasts netted $125 for Saints Pantry in Shelton. After our last 4 broadcasts, we sent $167 to North Mason Food Bank. Last night's game netted $41 for Saints Pantry in Shelton, and we'll continue that with the totals for both the games tonight.
Oh, boy. What a great idea, Diedrich.
Well, we know people are struggling, and we want to help as much as we possibly can.
And this is the time of the year that we really need to support the food bank after the holidays.
So it'll be Capital ball coming out of the timeout. 19 on the shot clock. Inbounds goes to Mia Nielsen up top. It's a double screen, goes over to the right. On the dribble, cross court it goes. And Koch up to Bollison, back to Koch. Koch drives in, loses the handle. Wiley picks it up. Get it over to Swanson. Swanson down to Christ. Oh, it rolled just out. And she took a shot on that. Here's Nielsen to Bollison. Bollison's pass is deflected by Herman Hildo. And Herman Hildo knocked it off of the hand of Bollison. And the Highclimbers get the ball back. Rosa Leclerc Hernandez will step onto the court, replacing Janelle Christ. Janelle's had a big quarter. Deserves this rest.
She sure has. She sure has.
Olivia Swanson over to Sunny Cordova. To Rosa. Out it goes to Swanson. Eyes the hoop for 3. It rattled in. Olivia with her first points. And it's a 3-ball. 11-point Highclimber lead, 45-34. Here's Nielsen working the far sidelines with the dribble. Pass knocked away by Wiley. Herman Hildo comes up with it. She keeps her foot on the ground. Somehow, however, Brown came up with it. Here's Mia into the corner. For Newton for 3, missed it, and Herman Hildo will come away with that rebound. Slow the pace down. The minute 5 to go, third quarter. Here's Wiley for 3. Just short, rebound out of bounds. It'll be Cougar ball. And Tessa Nielsen will come in for the Cougars. And Annabelle will sit down. Janelle Christ comes back onto the court for Herman Hildo, who'll get rest. Last minute of this quarter. Here is Tessa Nielsen with the ball. Finds Bolson in the middle of the paint. Out it goes to Nielsen for three. The short rebound. Brown up and missed it, but she drew the foul. Ellie will go to the free throw line. Cedar Wiley came up with was given the foul. Now Lee Cedars first. And Brown missed the first free throw. 43.7 seconds remain here in the third quarter. 45-34. Make it 35. As Ellie Brown got her first point. Here's Swanson with the ball for Shelton. Up to Cordova. Eyes the hoop for three. Takes it and hits it.
Wow.
Sunny with her second three in the ball game. Tessa Nielsen with the ball. Stops. Bounce it to Mia. Mia gets Tessa to come give her a screen, and she'll drive to the foul line. Side of the paint, runner, no. Rebound, Kreis. Janelle had it poked away, and they're going to get, it's going to Mia with the foul. It's be 3 on Mia Nielsen. 4th team foul on Cougars. With 14.4 actually in the quarter. 48-35. Still our score. As Annabelle Koch comes back into the ball game for Capital, and Bianca Simmons is in for Cedar Wiley. Swanson over to Kreis, up top to Olivia. Takes a dribble, takes a three, hits it. Oh, back-to-back threes for her. And it's 51 for Shelton after three, 35 for Capital. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. Waiting for the start of the fourth quarter. Shelton 51, Capital 35. This is the girls' game of our girls and boys doubleheader. First of 2 tonight here on Mason Web TV. The boys will take the court about 7 o'clock. We've got to get through another quarter here, though, Jerry.
Yeah, I want to shout out to Isabella Blossom, number 5. Wow, the shooting that she is putting on.
Yeah,
she's got 4 threes.
5 in the quarter, 4 in the quarter, 5 for the game.
3 in the quarter. Yeah.
4 in the quarter, 5 in the game, Jerry.
Well, you are right. Yep, that is correct.
Highclimbers will
that is amazing.
Start the quarter with the ball. They have Swanson, Cordova, Kreis, Rosa, and Simmons, and they try to get it down to Kreis, taken away by the Cougars, but Kreis will take it right back, puts one up, fades away, misses it, rebound, Rosa put back. I think Bianca Simmons had the rebound on that. Somehow
Who got the basket?
It was Rosa.
Okay, thank you.
And here is Mia Nielsen, side of the paint. Rolls in. Actually, that's Tessa with the basket. 53-37 now. Swanson over to Cordova. Sunny had it poked out of her hands by Mia Nielsen. It'll be sideline inbounds. About foul line extended. Right in front of the Highclimber bench. Swanson will inbounds it. Get it into Rosa. Get it over to Cordova. Up top to Simmons. And to Swanson. Olivia, pick and roll with Janelle. She just rolls right to the basket, lays it up and in.
Nice pass.
18 points for Janelle Kreis. 55-37 now. Here's a jumper on the baseline that dropped in by Tessa Nielsen. How did that go down? I don't know. Here's Kreis coming back. Over goes to Swanson, eyes the hoop, 3 on the way, and off. Rebound, Christ, 1 dribble, right back up and in. 57-39. Here's Tessa again, missed a jumper at the foul line. The rebound goes to Christ, and she draws a foul. Like on Tessa Nielsen, it's her first. I have it down for 1. They show 3, Jerry. I don't know. It's one of those games.
You're correct.
You think I think I'm right? All right.
They'll correct it.
Here's Cordova for 3. That's off the back of the iron. Rosa with the rebound. 1 dribble. Had it poked away. Christ tracked it down. She draws a double team. Splits the double team with a lob pass taken away by Mia Nielsen. Mia puts it up, missed the shot. And look at Bianca Simmons with the foul. That's Bianca's second. Did he put a 2? Yeah, okay. I saw a 2 and a 2 on his fingers, the referee, but no, it was Bianca. First free throw in by Mia. She'll get another one. She now has 12 points.
Yeah, 3 for 3 from the foul line.
She started the game with the Cougars' first 9 points. And her second free throw, that will drop off. Rosa with a rebound. Shuffles it underhand to Swanson. Olivia gets it back up the court, and here's Cordova out to Simmons. Bianca fouled, no whistle. Rebound pulled down by Tessa Nielsen. Leave it there for Bullison. Foul line jumper off by Tessa Nielsen. Rebound goes to Simmons, and it squirts to Christ, up to Cordova. Cordova lobs one up short. Rebound is tracked down by the Cougars. Bullison with the ball. And try to get a pass down, taken away by Janelle Christ. To the foul line, turns around, pivots, finds the cutter. Simmons up and in. Bianca with 4 points. And it's 59-40. And a collision up the end. 2 shots coming for Mia Nielsen. They called Bianca Simmons for a 3rd personal. 2nd team foul on Shelton. And Mia Nielsen hits the first free throw. She'll get another one. As Dura will step back on the court for Capital. Borden, Kelsey Herman, and Herman Hildo come onto the court for Shelton. Nielsen's second free throw goes in.
Yeah, she's 5 for 6 from the foul line.
Give her 14 points, and here is number 14 for Shelton, Ashley Herman Hildo. To Ashley Borden. Down the baseline to Herman, finds Rosa off the glass and in. Rosa heating up the last couple of games. Dura over to Bullison.
Yeah, Rosa has 6 points.
And here's Dura for 3. Rosa with the rebound. Janelle one-hands it up to Borden in the far corner. She'll step inside the arc, launch it long, 2, missed it. Rebound tapped, and it'll be tracked down by Tessa Nielsen. Tess on the run near side. Stops at the elbow. Leaves it there for a 3. It's an air ball, and Janelle Christ comes up with it. Janelle always looking up the court. Splits the double team, goes right to the bucket, and lays it in. Oops. 22 points for Janelle Christ. 4:18 to go in the ball game. Shelton 63, Capital 42. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. .4:18 to go here in the ball game.
I have Janelle Christ 8 for 9 in the second half.
That's where all her points have come, pretty much. 4 points in the second quarter, but the rest of them. Here's a three at the top by Mia Nielsen, and she's fouled, so she'll go to the free throw line for 3 free throws. And the foul went on Ashley Herman-Hildo, her third team foul on Shelton. 4:10 to go in the ball game. First free throw in for Mia Nielsen. Second free throw in for Mia Nielsen. She'll get one more. Third free throw off. And Christ comes up with a rebound. One hands it to Borden. Borden to the bucket. Lays it up and in. Ashley Borden with 13 points. Here is Tessa Nielsen over to Bullison up top. To Mia. High post feed to Dura. Took steps, no whistle. Puts up a shot, missed it. Rebound, Christ. Janelle between the legs dribble. Changing directions. 3:40 to go here in the ball game. To Borden. Borden tripped up. Ooh, she went down hard. Ashley's tough. And they'll give it Mia Nielsen for her 4th personal. Second team. Baseline inbounds left of the backboard. Herman will trigger the play and lob it up top. And then Coach Swanson takes a 30-second timeout with 36 to go in the ball game. Shelton 65. Capital 44. Tonight's game is a small sample of what school levies help support. Keep paying it forward by voting for kids. Vote yes on February 10th, so activities like this can continue, and paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools. Jerry, you had something to add?
Well, I just think this levy is so important, like all school levies. I mean, it's for kids, you know. Right. It gives them a chance to do, this one especially, outside activities like sports and drama and band, you name it, as clubs, you know.
Yeah.
It's important.
And look at it this way: somebody paid for you to go to school.
Yeah.
So if you went to public school, I should say. So you might as well pay it forward. Here is a baseline inbounds taken away by Mia Nielsen, and Mia is going to go 1-on-2 to the hoop, sprint everybody, but missed the layup. Janelle Christ had the rebound up to Wiley. Wiley going to find Herman-Hildo, comes up short, gets her own rebound. Kick it out to Herman. Herman missed the shot. Rebound, Christ in the paint. Up she goes, and it drops in again. She has 8 points in the quarter, 24 for the game.
Oh, okay.
Here's a 3 on the way by Bullis, and no, rebound Wiley. Wiley, baseball pass up to Borden. Borden to the hoop and in. And Ashley Borden has 15 points. 69-44 is our score. 2:50 to go in the ballgame. Is that right? 2? Yeah. Here's a 3 on the way, but there's a traveling call. Nice idea. Just got to get those feet set. It's actually 2:46. I can't quite see the one for number, Jerry.
So you got a 25-point lead here?
Yeah.
Wow. And that definitely is the biggest
largest
lead of the game.
Night, yeah. Here's Swanson back in the ball game. Over to Herman. High post feed goes to Christ. Tried to lob it down, had it rejected back, and Dura comes up with it. Up it goes to Mia Nielsen. She'll step back for a 3. In and out and back in. Mia with, let's see here, that's 8 points in the quarter, 19 for the game. Janelle Christ, high post feed to Cedar Wiley. Back to Janelle. Janelle for 3, get answer. No. Wiley with the rebound, fades away. No. Missed the shot. Herman-Hildo had the rebound. Wiley gets it, steps by the defense and up and in. 10 points for Cedar. 71-47. Here's the three on the way and off. Christ will try. Oh, actually let the rebound go out of bounds. Actually, she didn't let it go out of bounds. She grabbed it before it touched.
Oh,
it'll be Cougar ball.
She should have let it go, right? Okay.
Well, I think she thought she did.
Uh-huh.
She's got a smile on her face. She usually does. Here's a pass up top inbounds. Over goes to Koch. And here's Dura. Over goes to Tessa Nielsen for three, and it goes in the hands of Wiley. Wiley looked the court over, decided to hold on to it, and then lob it to Swanson. Swanson back to Wiley. Wiley side of the paint, elbow jumper, no. Got her own rebound off the bounce. Hooks it to Janelle. Janelle spins in, goes around the defense, misses the shot. Rebound tapped out to Herman Hildo. She'll take a jumper at the elbow, doesn't fall in, and the rebound knocked out of bounds by Capital. Newton couldn't quite handle that. Here comes Ellie Brown for the Cougars. It'll be Highclimber ball, baseline inbounds right of the backboard. Swanson gets it into a wide open Cedar Wiley. She missed the layup. Ball is tapped out of bounds by Tessa Nielsen. Climbers keep possession. 1:22 to go in the game. 71-47 is our score. Shelton in control. Baseline inbounds nearly in the corner. Swanson will lob it into Herman. She'll take a three. Rim it off the back of the iron, and ball will pop out and picked up on the run by Tessa Nielsen to Mia Nielsen. Up top to Dura. Lexi kicks it into the corner. Here's Quatch. Down to the baseline, quick pass down low to Dura, knocked out of bounds by Cedar Wiley. Minute 2 remains. And here comes Jaden Smith. She played quite a bit in the JV game earlier.
Yes, she did.
Played quite well, actually.
Yeah, she played 3 quarters.
Three on the way by Dura. That's off. Rebound goes to Swanson. Livy will slow it down. Over to Herman Hildo. Back to Swanson. One dribble over to Cedar Wiley. Into the corner to Herman. Finds Herman Hildo in the paint. She'll dribble around the defense. Put it up a little too hard. Rebound goes to Lexi Dura. And, ooh. Tessa Nielsen just got across the line to catch that ball. Here's Dura between the circles. She'll take a three. Rim it off. Rebound Wiley. Cedar brings the ball across midcourt. Over goes to Swanson. I think the Highclimbers just hold on to it.
I think so, yeah.
As we hit 15 seconds, Olivia will back out. Not much defense here as this game will go down to the last seconds. Looks like the final is going to be 71-47 with the Highclimbers taking the victory over the Capital Cougars on the road. So Shelton improves to 11-1 on the season, and unfortunately the Cougars drop to 1-11. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
I'm Garrett Baldwin. I coach football here in Shelton. Our levy helps fund the after-school programs and activities that keep kids engaged, confident, and part of a team. When you see that pride on their faces, you know it matters. Supporting our schools supports our kids.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include the Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call, or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. Well, it's a final here at Capitol High School. The Shelton Lady Highclimbers knock off the Capitol Lady Cougars 71-47. The Highclimbers did it behind Janelle Price. 24 points, the bulk of which came in the second half, 16 of which came in the third quarter. Ashley Borden finished with 15 points. Cedar Wiley with 10. 6 for Olivia Swanson, 6 for Sunny Cordova, 6 for Rosa Leclerc Hernandez. For the Cougars, their leading scorer was Mia Nielsen. She had 19 points. Isabella, I've been saying Bolison, Jerry, but I don't think that's right. Number 5. How do you pronounce her last name? Because I think it's wrong. She had 15 points in the game. She had 5 three-pointers. 7 points for Tessa Nielsen and 6 for Lexi Dura. 1 free throw for Ella Brown. So that's the scoring. Jerry's
just about done.
Scribbling up some stuff. We'll take another short timeout. We'll be right back. The boys are taking the court at 7 o'clock. We'll talk about that when we come back, as we have some more statistics to bring you in this 71-47 Shelton Lady Highclimber win over the Capitol Cougars. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix, but vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseuwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. Final again here in the girls' game between Shelton and Capitol. 71 to... said 47, right? Is that what I got on there? I think I put it down wrong.
I have 71-47.
Now I'm looking at my graphic and I have it off by a point. I'll change that right now. And Jerry has some more statistics.
I do, Diedrich. Thank you. Good job tonight, as always. Let's start with Capitol, the home team. Okay. Capitol had 22 turnovers. They were... from the field, They were 17 of 57 for 30%. They were 9 for 14 from the foul line for 64%. Rebounding, Capital had 24 rebounds, 10 assists, and 13 steals. The Highclimbers had 52 rebounds, 52, 22 assists, and 13 steals. So compare the 52 to the 24, that's the big difference right there. The other thing that is Capital committed 22 rebounds compared to Shelton 17, which is not much of a difference, but the rebounding, that was the big thing. Now, individual statistics for the game. For the Highclimbers, Kreis and Wiley. Kreis had 20 rebounds. Wiley had 16. Swanson had 9 assists. Swanson, Kreis, and Wiley each had 3 steals. Okay, you have a double-double for Wiley and Kreis. So Cedar Wiley and Janelle Kreis, congratulations on the double-double.
And to explain what a double-double is, for those who don't know, it's double digits in 2 categories is a double-double. There is a possibility of doing a triple-double, which is rare, but yeah.
Okay,
all
now for the Capital Cougars, the leading rebounder was Tessa Nielsen with 11 rebounds. Mia Nielsen had 5 assists, and Mia Nielsen had 6 steals. So congratulations to the 2 Nielsens. Played really well tonight for the Capital Cougars. And I was pleased the Capital Cougars stayed in the game that first half.
Yeah. Shelton started to eke away in the third, and that was when Janelle Kreis started to really heat up. But you got Isabel Bullison, is that how you pronounce her name? She did a great job getting the 5 3-pointers. The Cougars finished with 8 threes in the ball game. I haven't got to the Highclimbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 threes for the Highclimbers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 free throws. So yeah, we're going to give you a quick total on that for our fundraising that we're doing tonight. But anyways, Jerry, go ahead with a thought or two.
Well, it seems like Shelton wears you down. You know, like I said, they've got 8, 9 players that their bench is strong. It's getting better as the season goes along, and they wear you out in that second half.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
If they don't take care of you in the first quarter with the press, with the 1-2-2,
right?
Which I don't think they ran that much tonight.
So, okay, to give you the total for our fundraiser, I'm coming up with, for the girls' game, $58 between the 2 teams. That's a lot. $58.
And now that's going to go to Saints Pantry?
That's going to go to Saints Pantry.
Now, one will go to the Belfair.
Well, I've already done that. I'm going in 4 broadcast chunks to get the money as quickly as possible.
Okay.
To spell it out, we sent $125 to Saints Pantry back in December. $167 to North Mason Food Bank just a couple of days ago for our second set of 4. We have $41 from the Aberdeen and Shelton boys game on the 9th, which was yesterday. And now we have, what did I say, $58.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Are we getting some matching funds from the list?
From our viewers?
Viewers.
I'm hoping that we do. They're not letting us know, but we do encourage that people match, donate what you can to help out the food banks in the area. Any food bank. I don't care which one it is.
No.
But, we're just picking the ones that
are. Like, again, I can't stress the importance of the food bank, especially now, as it gets even a little colder. And for people, the people don't think they need to donate as much at this time of the year. They do.
Well, it should. I mean, you can do a monthly thing. You can just set it up and automatically do it if you wanted to, depending on which food bank you want to support or what organization. It just help those that are less fortunate. It's all we want to try to do. Okay, so Lady Highclimbers return home on Monday. They play Rainier. Lady Cougars will host Lincoln here on Wednesday. Ew, that doesn't sound like it's going to be a lot of fun for the Cougars. We will have the boys' game coming up at at 7 o'clock, which is about a half an hour from now. We'll be back on the air in just a moment. The boys' game is coming up next. Final again here for the girls' game. Shelton 71, Capital 47. Give us a few minutes. We'll be back on the air shortly with the boys' game on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, welcome back, everybody, to the gymnasium at Capitol High School. The Shelton boys and Capitol boys are, they're warming up, and will tip off at 7 o'clock, or, 6 minutes from now. The Highclimbers are 5-7 on the season after last night's 52-40 loss to Aberdeen. The Cougars have a 3-7 overall record after Wednesday's 77-48 loss at Timberline. Coming up, we'll talk with Shelton coach Sam Krieger, and in my first interview with him, I called him Swanson. He's like, wait, wrong guy. I don't know where my mind was when I was talking to him. Jerry has the starting lineup. Of course, we have the tip-off. It's the boys' game of our basketball doubleheader. The Shelton Highclimbers at the Capitol Cougars on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. We'll be back in, shortly. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Hi, I'm Amy from Cooper Studios in Shelton. I've seen firsthand how our schools shape the next generation, kids learning real skills, growing in confidence, and giving back to the community. The levy isn't a new tax. It keeps programs going that the state doesn't cover, like safety, athletics, and hands-on learning. Strong schools mean a strong community.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026. Paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
And we're back here at Capitol High School. Boys turn to take the court. And, I did have a nice little short chat with Shelton coach Sam Krieger. Coach Krieger, last night, wrong end of the scoreboard for you. That number one really did a number on you.
Yeah, he dictated the whole game, defensively and offensively. I don't think, as a team, we didn't match his intensity level and his effort level. And he pretty much took the whole game over for them. Like rebound on all facets, rebounding, defense, offense. He dominated it for sure.
So what are you going to fix tonight?
We got to come with effort and a desire to win and a desire to compete at the level that the other team's going to compete at. Otherwise, we're going to have a tough night any night we don't bring that intensity. And I didn't think last night we brought that intensity very well.
Let's talk about Capitol. Kind of middle of the pack, but a great program.
Yeah, good program. We play them, usually each year. I personally have been going against Capitol for a long time as I went to Olympia High School, so it's always fun. I'm glad to be here and play them. Don't know a ton about this year's team. They're not on the league, and we've gotten in the league, so I haven't spent a ton of time on tape for them, but we can go out and do what we do, and we play hard, then we'll be all right.
Except for Billy, everybody available?
Yes, everybody's available.
That's all I have for you. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Shelton coach Sam Krieger. I love my interviews with Sam. They're always short and sweet and to the point. And he always tells me, you got to ask me more questions if you want more. And you know what? After last night, there's not much else to talk about, and he covered everything.
Sure.
Number one we're talking about out of Aberdeen is Isaac Garcia, and he just lit everybody up.
He was a real deal last night.
He really was. And, well, that was it. That was the game. I mean, that's the difference of the game. Without him, they were pretty even. But, yeah, that was last night. This is tonight. Capital. Oh, well, I said middle of the pack. I didn't really look at the standings. They're 3-7. They're struggling, at least in their league. This is a tough league they play in the Puget Sound League. Really tough. When they got, Timberline and North Thurston. And although North Thurston I looked at the standings and they had no wins in league. So that was surprising to me because they just really lit up North Mason in the first game of the season. So, but, who knows what happens. Things get strange. Either way, we better take a quick timeout, and I better get rid of that. Oops, that's not that right button. There we go. And Jerry will get the starters. Why don't you just do them now, Jerry?
I will.
Let's go for it.
Let's go with the home team, the Capital Cougars under Coach Marcus Whitaker. Number 3, a senior, Owen Hackney. Next, we have number 10, a junior, Carter Pennington. Next, number 12, Noah Amina, a senior. Next, number 13, the sophomore, Marcus Snyder. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Capital Cougars, a sophomore, number 44, Mason Price. Now for the Highclimbers under Sam Krieger. Number 1, the guard, the 5'10", a senior, Jeremy Myers. Number 2, a forward, 6'2", senior, Sam Parsons. Next, we have number 4, a guard, a 6'1", senior, Braden Phipps. At post, we have a 6'4", senior, number 21, Mason Garr. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Highclimbers is number 30, a 6'2", senior, Bennett Henry.
All right. Thank you, Jerry. We will take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the tip-off between the Capital Cougars and the Shelton Highclimbers. We'll be back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. And we are waiting for the tip-off between the Shelton Highclimbers and the Capital Cougars. Second game of our doubleheader. In the first game, the Shelton girls took care of business and knocked off the Lady Cougars 71-47. If you want to see that, just grab that little button down to the bottom of the YouTube player and drag it back, and you can watch that game as well. Or if you're just sticking around, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
So let's get this thing underway.
And we appreciate our sponsors.
Now we do that as well. We are ready to get this thing underway. And I think we're going to have a technical foul here to start the game. So Marcus Schneider will get the 2 technical free throws. That's usually a
number in the book?
Yeah, a book problem. They had one at the beginning of the JV game as well. So the girls' JV game, I should say. So Schneider missed the first one. He'll get another one. And then the Cougars will get the ball after this, I believe. Yep. So it's 1-0, and no time has come off the clock as of yet. So here we go. Pennington will inbounds it from the sideline right below us, midcourt. Get it into Schneider, and here we go. Pennington with the ball near side. Climbers in a zone. Pennington trying to find a little gap, and he'll lob a pass to Hackney. Missed the shot, out of bounds it goes. It'll be Highclimber ball. Little full court press, the Cougars show. Parsons will get it into Myers. Myers will be guarding backcourt. Now Parsons, back to Myers, still in backcourt. Now lob it across midcourt to Parsons, and from Myers will start the offense. Over to Parsons, back to Myers. Midcourt circle. Bennett Henry with the ball now. Near side, Braden Phipps to Henry. Bennett makes contact, puts it up short. Ball is poked around and recovered by Amina. Up to Pennington. Pennington to the three-point arc near side. Goes right to the bucket, puts it up, missed the shot. Rebound, poked away, and Amina comes up with it. He'll go right back to the hole, put it up and in. Noah Amina gives the Cougars a 3-0 lead. Here's Parsons at midcourt. Backcourt, looks around. Get it back to Myers. Near side this time, getting a press. And the Climbers start with 17 on the shot clock. Here goes Myers, the foul line, to Parsons. Down to the baseline, thrown away by Pennington. And here come the Cougars. Top of the keys, Pennington. One hands it down to Price. Back to Pennington. Pennington skips along the three-point arc on the near side. Cross-court pass to Amina into the corner baseline. And Hackney hit the jumper. 2 points for him, and it's 5-0. Quick Capital. Here's Phipps with the ball. In backcourt, he'll dribble across the midcourt, find the guard with his first touch. Had it poked away. Over to Phipps. Phipps for 3. Short and up to the top. And that'll be Cougar ball. 6:08 to go in the first quarter. 5-0. Capital with the lead in the ball. Here's Pennington in the backcourt. This is Schneider. Marcus draws the foul on Phipps. So it'll be sideline inbounds between the Highclimber bench and the scorer's table. Pennington will lob it into backcourt to Schneider. Schneider over near side to Hackney. Up top to Pennington. Going to drive to the elbow, kick it to the corner. Here's Hackney with 3. No. Rebound Phipps. And here comes Myers. Jeremy looks the court over. Directing some traffic, keeps his dribble, has Schneider all over him. Finds Phipps, back to Myers. 15 on the shot clock. Over goes to Phipps. Phipps will drive to the baseline, step back and a little fadeaway. Missed it. Rebound tapped out of bounds. They're going to be out of bounds and go to the Cougars. Say guard was the last to touch it. Highclimbers are going to show a little bit of a press here. Here's Schneider in backcourt to Pennington. Back to Schneider. Schneider gets across midcourt, turns on the Jets, goes right to the bucket. Had the ball poked away, got it back. Out it goes. And here is Amina into the corner to Hackney. Hackney, Pennington, and there's a loose ball, and coming up with this Pennington. Pennington with 8 on the shot clock, gets it to Price. Price spins in, tied up by guard. And jump ball called. That goes to the Highclimbers. 4:57 to go in the first quarter. 5-0. Capital with the lead. Shelton with the ball. Here's Parsons with it. Gets it into Phipps. Back to Parsons. Up court to wide open Bennett Henry. One dribble to the hoop. Lays it up and in. Bennett Henry with his first basket. The first basket for the Highclimbers. 5-2. And a steal by Phipps. Phipps behind the back dribble, fades away in the paint, puts it in. It's a 5-4 ball game. Highclimbers within 1. Here's Pennington. He's going to draw the foul on Parsons, who's looking, I didn't do anything. What could I have possibly done, Jerry?
Yeah.
It's the only have 2 team fouls on the, well, 3 with the technical, that's right. Forgot about that. Technical fouls count as team fouls. Here's Pennington with the ball. To Schneider, top of the key, blocked by Phipps, recovered by Henry. And here's Jeremy Myers. Met by Schneider at midcourt. Double teamed and reaching in is Pennington. Carter Pennington picks up the first foul for Capital. Pennington doesn't believe he got contact there, and referees are right on top of it. Here's the sideline inbounds. Parsons into the near corner, and to Phipps. Phipps tried to feed Mason guards, knocked out of bounds by Price. Shelton will have a baseline inbounds. Left of the backboard, Myers will trigger the play. Get it into guard. Guard up, fakes once, puts it off the glass and in. So it's a 6-5 ball game.
First lead for the Highclimbers.
Here's Pennington trapped and stolen away by guard. Guard is a 2-on-3, and he'll wisely turn around and set the ball to Myers. Myers finds guard. Guard will put it on the floor, hand it off to Parsons. Parsons fakes the 3, steps into the corner, gets it down to guard. Mason guard draws a foul on Noah Amina. Reached around. Second team foul on the Highclimbers. And the first on Amina. Baseline inbounds, lob it in. Myers does to Henry. Both poked away. Here's Parsons for 3. That's off. Rebound goes to Hackney. Hand it off to Schneider. Here come the Cougs. Over it goes to Amina. Amina drives in, runs over a guy, and puts it up and in. No whistle. 4 points for Noah. And it's a 7-6 ball game. Capital to lead. Shelton with the ball. Here's Phipps in the front court. Gets a screen from Henry, and he'll kick it out to Myers. Myers to the three-point arc far side, and he'll hesitate, drive baseline, up fake. Tried to get a reverse layup, missed the shot. It was blocked back. He gets a pass to guard. Guard puts it up short, and Noah Hackney comes up with it. Ball up to Pennington in the front court for the Cougars. Over it goes to Schneider. One hands it back to Pennington. He'll fake the cat pass, and then he'll get it in the corner in Amina. Pardon me. Here's Price, side of the paint. To Schneider. Schneider drives in, double pumps, puts it up and in. Ooh, Marcus Schneider with 3 points. And it's a 9-3 ball game. Capital on top. Shelton with the ball. Here is Sam Parsons. To Jeremy Myers, cross the midcourt. Goes to Phipps, over to Parsons. Parsons drives in, stops, spins, fades away with a hook. Missed it. Guard with a rebound, lost it, got it back. Throws it out to Phipps. Fifth for 3 from the elbow. Yes! Braden Phipps with 5 points, and it's a 9-9 ball game. Here's Pennington in the backcourt to Schneider. Schneider spins away from the defense, up the sidelines to Amina. Amina bounces down to Hackney. Hackney out it goes to Pennington. Fakes the 3, drives the paint, into it goes, right to the hoop, puts it up and in. Pennington with his first basket. Pardon me, it's 11-9. Here's Parsons up to Henry. Bennett lays it up just a bit short. Price with the rebound. Here comes Schneider for the Capital. Near side, Pennington. Steps to the three-point arc. Is it to Amina? Over to Hackney. No look pass down to the baseline. And here's Schneider out to Hackney for 3 off the rim. Rebound, Price, and I think somebody pushed in the back. I think it'll go on Mason Price. It'll be his first 13th foul. 1:29 to go, first quarter. Capital 11, Shelton 9. Well, we got Nolan Potts in the game. I don't have his name on my sheet, Jerry, number 34. Trevor Gott checked in the timeout, or the dead ball, I should say. And here is Myers. Over to Gott. Gott will drive baseline. Stop on the baseline, draw a double team up, fake a couple of times. finds Fletcher Henry in the ballgame. Missed the shot. Rebound. Poked, and Pennington pulls it down. Going to go coast to coast, lay it off the glass and in. Pennington with 4 points, and it's a 4-point Cougar lead, 13-9. Minute left in the quarter. It's quarter number 1. Here's Phipps in the front court to the three-point arc, gets a screen from guard. Throws it up to the top here, and Myers will reset. Over to Phipps. Phipps will lob it down to guard. He's got a mismatch down there. And back out to Phipps. Phipps for 3. That's off. Rebound tracked down by Potts in the far corner, number 34. And here comes Pennington, center of the court. Over to Schneider. Schneider back to Pennington. Over to Schneider. Down it goes to Price. Back to Schneider, but it's poked to him. Here's Potts. Fakes the drive. Hooks a pass to Price. It's knocked away. Fletcher Henry with the ball handed off to Myers. Got 15 seconds to work. Handed off to Phipps. No-look pass there to Gott. Gott, top of the key on the dribble, is going to drive side of the paint. Stop, find Phipps. Phipps at the buzzer, hits it. His second 3 in the ball game, and Braden Phipps has 8, and it's a 1-point lead for the Cougars, 13-12 after 1. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
Waiting for the start of the second quarter, 13-12, Capital.
Noah Amina of the Capital Cougars and Billy Sylvester of the Shelton Highclimbers are brothers.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, interesting little
and
tidbit.
Noah is a senior, and Billy is
a junior.
Junior, okay. I thought he was a sophomore, but yeah, okay. So the Cougars will start out with the ball with Pennington. Tyler Pallon checked on. Potts, Amina, and Price on the court for the Cougars. Quick pass to Price in the paint, actually. He'll muscle one in, and that's Mason Price's first points of the ball game. A steal on the inbounds, and here is Pallon. Up top to Price. To Pallon again. Highclimbers, we'll get that lineup in a moment. Here's Potts to Pallon. Back over to Potts. Takes a 3, misses it. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Price. It'll be Highclimber ball. Now the Highclimbers have Phipps, guard Fletcher Henry, Sharky French, and Trevor Gott. Gott has the ball on the sidelines. Now he'll get it to Phipps. Phipps will bring across the timeline, take a 3. Oops. Miss it. Rebound goes to Pennington for the Cougars, leading 3. It goes to Price. Mason will hook it over to Pallon. Pallon for 3 in the far corner, and he sinks it. It's an 18-12 lead for the Cougars. Here's Phipps across midcourt. Get it to Sharky French. Sharky, pull-up jumper. Missed it. Rebound Pennington. Here come the Cougars. Pennington going coast to coast, puts it up and in. Oh, I am so impressed with Carter Pennington. He has 6 points, and is a 20-12 lead for the Capital Cougars. Timeout by the Highclimbers. 6:45 to go in the half, and we'll keep it right here. And it's only a 30-second timeout. I'll remind you,
first timeout of the ball game,
that tonight's game is a small sample of what school levies help support. Keep paying it forward by voting for kids. Vote yes on February 10th so activities like this can continue, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools. And if you're not in the Shelton School District and there's a levy in your school district, feel free to support that as well, because it's just as important.
There is a technology levy in this district.
In Olympia?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
It's good to know.
Support the schools.
Yeah.
Get a sign, put it out in your yard.
Well, most importantly, just vote. Here's an inbounds and a foul on Pennington on the it almost looked like a football play there between Phipps and Pennington. And that'll be the first whistle on Capital in the second quarter. As Mason Guard will get a rest. Coming in is Bennett Henry, working with Fletcher, Phipps, Gott, and Sharkey. Here's Phipps in the back court for Shelton. Over to Sharkey. Sharkey steps across midcourt, steps by the double team to Henry. Back to Sharkey. Sharkey put it on the floor. Get it over to Phipps. Open for three at the elbow, and it's way off. Rebound pulled down by Lucas Harris into the ball game for the Cougars. Pennington, high post feed, knocked away, and Henry comes up with it. It's Bennett Henry, and here's Sharkey French at midcourt. Met by Pallon. Goes over to the right on the dribble, stops, hooks it up top to Bennett Henry. Hand it off to Phipps. Down it goes to Henry. To Phipps. Phipps jumper in. Phipps has 10 points. And it's a 6-point Capital lead, 20-14. 5:45 to go in the first half. Potts can't get to that ball. Go out of bounds and a turnover on the Cougars.
6 turnover on Capital and 3 turnovers on the Highclimbers.
Parsons will step onto the court. Well, actually, he's right where he's going to inbounds it. He replaces Phipps. Inbounds goes to Gott. Trevor with the ball. Gets it across midcourt to Sharkey French. Sharkey turns around. Spreads out the defense. Keeps his dribble. Gets a screen from both the Henrys to the baseline to Gott. Gott had it blocked from behind out of bounds. It'll be Climber ball, baseline inbounds, 15 on the shot clock.
That was a nice pass, though, into Gott.
Gott will trigger the play from the right of the backboard. Bounce it in to Fletcher Henry. Fletcher turnaround jumper. Short over Harris. Henry comes up with that ball. He'll get it to Gott. Gott to Sharkey. Sharkey up top to reset. 25 on that shot clock. To Bennett Henry. Hand it off to Gott. Ripped away by Pennington. Pennington open to the hoop. Blocked out of bounds. And a foul called on Fletcher Henry. Crowd for the Highclimbers on the far side did not like that call. But Carter Pennington to the free throw line. .5:05 to go in the first half. 20 for Capital, 14 for Shelton, make it 21 for Capital. As Carter Pennington hit the first of 2 free throws. So it's Price, Harris, Potts, Pallon, and Pennington on the court for the guys in white. Second free throw by Pennington goes in. Give him 8 points.
Yep, and Capital Cougars are 3 for 4 from the foul line.
Here's Trevor Gott up the far sidelines. Skips his way to the baseline, throws it to Fletcher Henry. Fletcher skips and puts a little fadeaway in and out. Rebound, Price for Capital. Gets it to Potts. Over goes to Pallon. Up top to Potts. Guarded by Sharkey. Over goes to Harris. Harris to the foul line. To Price, near corner. It goes to Pallon. Pallon trying to find Harris. It's kicked out of bounds. They say it went off of Highclimbers. The Highclimbers kicked it out of bounds. It'll be Cougar ball. 8 on the shot clock. Myers returns, and Carter Garcia steps on for the Highclimbers. Be baseline inbounds for the Capital Cougars. Tyler Pallon will trigger the play. A little discussion of the scorer's table. Not really sure why. So we got a moment here. We'll run the lineups for the Highclimbers. Both the Henrys, Parsons, Myers, and Garcia. That's the Shelton lineup. Potts, Price, Harris. Another technical foul on the Highclimbers. another book problem. I've never seen it twice. In a game. So Carter Pennington will get 2 technical free throws. He got the first one. He'll get another one. Got them both.
And he's 4 for 4 from the foul line.
It is 10 points. All right, yeah, 10 points for Pennington. They get a reset of the shot clock, and Pennington gets it into Potts at the top. Over to Pennington at the elbow, beyond the three-point arc. He'll throw it into the corner to Harris, and a little miscommunication and turnover. Highclimbers get the ball back. Cougars up 10. Here's Myers in backcourt, waving everybody off. And meet Pennington at midcourt. Here's Garcia at the top, dribbles and finds Parsons. Parsons dribbles up top. Hand it off to Myers. Myers, 13 on the shot clock. Here's Garcia to Bennett Henry. Missed the shot. Rebound pulled down by Pallon. Pallon to Pennington. Double pumps and puts it in. Oh, my goodness. He hung in the air and dropped it in.
And he's 4 for 4 from the field.
26-14 is our score. Capital on top, Shelton with the ball. Here's Myers at midcourt. 12-point lead, the largest of the night for the Cougs. And here's Parsons. Parsons, two-man work with Bennett Henry. Nice up fake, puts it up and in. Bennett Henry with 4 points. There's a 10-point lead for the Cougars. Up to Pennington. Up fakes on Henry, up and in it goes for Pennington. Lead is back up to 12, 28-16. 3:10 to go here in the second quarter. Shelton with the ball. Here's Sam Parsons skipping across mid-court. Bennett Henry now. Work between the circles on the dribble. Does Bennett. Hand it off to Parsons. Parsons steps inside the arc, does a nice up fake, and then pans it back to Henry. 5 on the shot clock for Parsons. He's going to drive baseline, spin, and fade away in the paint. Miss the shot. Rebound goes to Pennington. Pennington on the run for the Cougars. Going to turn around and set it up for Capital. Team up 28-16. Here's Harris for 3. Missed it. Oh, boy. Pallon stole the ball away from Fletcher Henry, and then there's a foul on the play. And it'll go on Tyler Pallon, his second team foul. Some substitutions for the Cougars. Bogdan Wozniak steps onto the court, as does Jace Choi. Here is Parsons getting by the press. And hand it off to Myers near midcourt. 20 on the shot clock for the Highclimbers. 2:15 to go in the quarter. Here is Bennett Henry beyond the three-point arc. Hand it off to Jeremy Myers, and he's pushed but no whistle. Here's Myers, the foul line. Kick it to Parsons, open for 3. Short. Rebound. Mason Guard back in the ball game, and then there's going to be a foul on the Cougars. I believe it went on Wozniak, his first. And Valentine will check in. That'll be Kenan Valentine. Replace Mason Price for the Capital. Here's a baseline inbounds into Guard. Up fakes a couple of times, puts it up. It doesn't drop in. There's a foul. 2 shots coming for Mason Guard.
And this is the first foul shot attempt for the Highclimbers in this half of the game.
Kenan Valentine. One foul on Valentine. They had post 2, but he hasn't been on the floor that long.
No. I have him for 1.
Yeah, that's interesting. Here is the first free throw attempt by Mason Guard, and he puts it in. Garcia will sit down. Phipps will return for Shelton, so it's let's see. Henry's already out, so it's Fletcher's out. Bennett's in. Parsons, Guard, Phipps, and Myers. Here's the second free throw by Mason Guard off the back of the iron. Rebound tapped by Bennett Henry. He gets it, tries to put it back up, and draws a foul. That'll be the 5th foul on the Cougars. That was quick, Jerry. They get up to 5 fouls.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they put it on Chase Choi, his first. Bennett Henry's at the free throw line. His 4 points tonight. His first trip to the free throw line. 1:55 to go in the half. 28-17 is our score. Cougars with the lead. Shelton's Bennett Henry at the free throw line. He missed the first one. Got to adjust it just a little bit to the left, Bennett. Just a little bit. Get another one. Oh, in and out. Rebound Phipps. He'll put it back up and in. Braden Phipps with 12 points. And it's a 9-point Cougar lead. Here's Pennington with the ball. Going to be trapped at midcourt to lob it to Valentine. Valentine's going to drive to the baseline. Well, actually, it's Pennington, pardon me. And a little confusion there as Choi comes up with it. Now here's Valentine over to Harris. Back up top to Choi. To Pennington, way outside for 3. No, rebound Myers. He got knocked over by Lucas Harris. And that'll be a foul on the Cougars, and that should be 2 shots for Jeremy Myers.
That's the first shot missed by Carter Pennington.
Well, he was way outside.
I know.
Way
gotta give him a break, right?
Oh, boy. I don't even know. That might have been an NBA 3.
I think it was.
At least an attempt. So Jeremy Myers heads to the free throw line here for the Shelton Highclimbers. Missed the first one. 1:23 to go in the half. Cesar Zapata-Soto will step onto the court for the Highclimbers, and Noah Amina will step back on for the Cougars. Parsons sits down and Harris sits down as Myers hits the second free throw. Here's Wozniak. Over it goes to Choi, to Pennington. Has Pennington gotten arrested all here? No, I don't think he has.
I don't think
he's Wozniak
out
with
yet,
it.
no.
There's a handoff to Amina. Amina trying to go one-on-one, had the ball poked away. Poked away again, but keeps getting it back. No look pass to Pennington to the top. He'll step to the elbow for a 3 and hit it. Oh, boy. Carter Pennington has had a quarter, I got to tell you. Here's Guard with the ball just shy of midcourt. Handing off to Myers. Gets a screen at midcourt from Guard. Over goes to Zapata-Soto. Now Guard up top. Going to hesitate, draw a double team, reverse layup, falls in for Mason Guard. 31-22 is the score. Capital with the lead. Here's Pennington in backcourt. Gets by the trap. Leaves it into the baseline, and that's Choi. Choi up top to Wozniak. Back to Choi. Choi for 3. Short. Rebound. It goes to Phipps. 15 seconds to go in the half. Phipps will have it poked from behind, and he'll run and get it. Up top it goes to Myers. Myers with 10 seconds and counting here. Finds Phipps way outside for 3. Oh, missed it. Rebound goes to Valentine. And a three-quarter court shot at the buzzer. But we're through a half. Capital 31. Shelton 22. We will take a timeout. We'll be back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. We are taking our best shot to end hunger in our community. This basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to end hunger by donating to one of the following food banks.
I'm Garrett Baldwin. I coach football here in Shelton. Our levy helps fund the after-school programs and activities that keep kids engaged, confident, and part of a team. When you see that pride on their faces, you know it matters. Supporting our schools supports our kids.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, it's halftime here at the Capitol High School Gymnasium. Halftime score, Capitol 31, Shelton 22. The Cougars being led by Carter Pennington. He has 17 points, 4 for Noah Amina, 3 for Tyler Pallon, 3 for Marcus Schneider, and a basket for Mason Price. For the Highclimbers, leading the way is Braden Phipps. He has 12 points, 5 for Mason Guard, 4 for Bennett Henry, and a free throw for Jeremy Myers. And that's where we sit in the scoring-wise. We're still, Jerry's still calculating. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with that part of our halftime show, I guess. Yes, at halftime is 31-22 Capitol on top. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
Well, it's halftime here in Capitol. Capitol Cougars leading the Shelton Highclimbers 31-22. Some more statistics from the first half. Jerry Apple.
Thank you, Diedrich. Good job, as always, on the play-by-play. Capitol Cougars had 6 turnovers, which is really good. They were 5 for 6 from the foul line for 83.5%. They were 11 for 21, get this, 11 for 21 from the field for 52%. They had 12 rebounds in the first half. They had 8 assists, and they had 3 steals. Pennington was the leading rebounder with 3. Amina was the leading assist person with 3. And Pennington again had led in steals with 3. Now for the Highclimbers. The Highclimbers had 5 turnovers, which is really good. They were 2 for 6 from the foul line for 33%. They were 9 for 30 from the field for 30%. The leading rebounder, like I mentioned, they had 9 rebounds compared to 12 for Capital. They had 5 assists compared to 8 for Capital. And they had 3 steals, same as Capital. Phipps was the leading rebounder with 3. Parsons was the leading assist person with 2. And 3 Highclimbers had a steal each. So that's your statistics here in the first half.
You said 3 Highclimbers. Who are those 3 Highclimbers?
Yeah, 3 Highclimbers.
Who are they, Jerry?
Oh, he never mentioned.
He didn't put it on there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's.
Well, let's see if he did. Nope, he didn't.
He didn't. Okay. Okay.
We always like to give him credit, though.
Well, we would like to, but 3 steals, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to speculate. That's all good. We'll get that in the total at the end of the ball game.
Sure.
So 31-22. The Cougars are up 12 in the first half, and they now lead by 9. And we'll take another timeout. We'll be back with the third quarter on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I'm Aubrey Cardoza, a volleyball coach here in Shelton. Our levy helps fund the after-school programs and activities that keep kids engaged, confident, and a part of a team. When you see the pride on their faces, you know it matters. Supporting our schools supports our kids.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. PUD3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
Waiting for the start of the third quarter, 31-22.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I have Carter Pennington for 16.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And is Braden Phipps have 12?
Yes.
Okay. So I was one off there.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
the Cougars will start the third quarter with the ball and the lead. They have Pennington, Schneider, he got the inbounds. Hackney, Price, and Amina. Here's Pennington on the far side. Into the corner it goes to Amina. Up top to Pennington. Near side to Schneider. Back to Pennington. Going to hesitate. 10 on the shot clock. Into the corner it goes to Hackney. Now here's Schneider. Schneider at the top. Hooks it to Amina. Out to Amina. Here's a 3 on the way by Pennington. Missed it. Guard had the rebound, lost it, and there's a loose ball. Guard comes up with it on the ground. And he'll roll it over to Myers. Myers draws 3 defenders, finds Parsons. There's an opportunity lost there. Here comes Myers. It's Myers, guard, Bennett Henry, Sam Parsons, and Braden Phipps as Bennett Henry gets the ball to Phipps. And he'll spread it out. Guarded by Amina. Still keeps his dribble. Stops, and he'll launch a shot with 3. Or, I'm sorry, with at the buzzer. Missed it. And here comes Schneider. Schneider at the top of the key. Spreads out the defense. Over it goes to Hackney. He's outside for 3 and short. Rebound Parsons for the Climbers. Here comes Myers at midcourt, trying to get by Schneider. Gets by Schneider, draws a foul. Little hand check there on Marcus Schneider.
His first.
Yep. Let's make sure before you gotta make sure that they actually give it to Schneider. Actually, they have him 2 with 2. I have 1 for Marcus too. Be sideline inbounds for the Highclimbers at the end of their bench. Parsons will trigger the play.
They changed it to 1.
Oh, okay, there we go. Inbounds goes in backcourt to Myers. Myers 3-point arc, gets in the corner. The guard now. Guard 1 dribble, back out to Myers. He'll do a little shovel pass down to guard, puts it up short, and he's going to draw the foul. So Mason Guard to the free throw line. I believe it's going to be on Price.
Nice pass by Jeremy Meyer.
That's Mason Price's second personal foul, and that'll be the second team foul on the Cougars. So Mason Guard at the free throw line, taking his time in his free throws now.
Yeah, he's looking a lot better.
He's 2 for 3 at the free throw line tonight so far. 6:14 remains here, third quarter. 31-23 now. And Guard can add another one with the next free throw. Off the back of the iron, rebound Price and tracks that down. And here comes Schneider. Amina draws a double team cross court to Pennington. And Pennington took a 3, but the coach Whitaker wants to talk things over. The 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. 6:05 to go in the third quarter, 31-23. This basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Well, we had last night's game brought us $41 in donations, and our first game, $58, and we'll continue tallying that up. And this ball game, give you the total at the end of the broadcast. So it'll be baseline inbounds, quick inbounds, goes to Schneider. Schneider get it back to Amina. Amina up top, now to Price at the foul line. Pennington, he'll shuffle up top, drive to the foul line, kick it to Hackney for 3. That's off, rebound goes to Bennett Henry. Hand it off to Jeremy Myers. Here come the Highclimbers. 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Myers dribbles over to the near side. Almost lost the ball to Price. His pass is deflected and taken away by Amina. And here comes Pennington behind the back to the hoop and drops in. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Wow.
19 points for Carter Pennington. 33-23.
He has not missed a shot from inside the arc.
Here is Myers. Myers runs into a guy, and there's going to be a foul before the collision, I believe. Yeah, we'll go on Marcus Schneider. It's his third team foul on Capital. Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Left of the backboard. Myers will trigger the play. Gets it in to Guard. Guard had it stripped off his body out of bounds by Pennington. Stays with the Highclimbers, however. 26 on the shot clock for Shelton. Myers will trigger the play. Gets it into Bennett Henry. Surprised about that pass. Here's Parsons now. Trying to find some space, drives baseline. Try to lace it across the key, and Amina takes it away. Here comes Pennington. Pennington skips the three-point arc, still keeps his dribble, finds Schneider between the circles. Near side, Amina down to Hackney. Finds a cutter. It's Pennington. He draws Bennett Henry off his feet and takes the foul. Foul will go on Bennett Henry, his first team foul in the third quarter for Shelton. That will send Carter Pennington to the free throw line for 2 free throws, where he's perfect. 4 for 4. He's perfect. He's near perfect in the game. Till now. I did the broadcaster jinx.
You notice I'm being quiet, everybody.
I noticed that, yeah. Well, it's only his second missed shot of the whole game.
I know it.
Second free throw goes out, and Mason Guard had the rebound poked away by Hackney. It'll be Highclimber ball. Potts will step back onto the court for Capital, and Noah Amina will sit down. Highclimber ball, trailing by 10, 33-23. 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Here is Phipps, cross court to Parsons. Parsons is going to drive, spin into the paint, stop, and kick it back to Phipps. Phipps drives down to the baseline, pull-up jumper, goes in. Braden Phipps, 14 points. Here's Potts in back court. Gets it to Schneider. Schneider, quick pass to Hackney in the far corner for 3. Short guard with the rebound. Draws a crowd. And he's going to draw a foul. You can get Pennington or you can get Hackney.
Foul's called on Hackney.
Owen Hackney picked up his first. 4th team foul on Capital at the 4:02 mark, third quarter. And inbounds goes to Myers. Myers has Schneider on his hip. Jeremy Myers has not had a easy trip up the court at all tonight. Here's Bennett Henry. Had his pass deflected and taken away by Hackney. And here comes Carter Pennington, top of the key. Kick it over to Potts. Stops between the circles, swing it over to Pennington. He'll drive to the foul line, elbow, launch one up, and come up short. And Phipps took a shot to the nose, I believe, and no whistle called. And a 30-second timeout called by Shelton. 3.5 minutes remain here in the third quarter. 33-25 is their score. Shelton trying to chip away at this lead, and they can only seem to get down to 8. Tonight's game is a small sample of what school levies help support keep paying it forward by voting for kids. Vote yes on February 10th. So activities like this can continue, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools. Go ahead, Jerry, if you had something to add.
Well, I was a big proponent of clubs. And
right.
This levy does support the clubs at Shelton High School. And, of course, I'm a big proponent of athletics, too. But,
really? You think?
But, yeah, it's a very important levy.
So the Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter. They're trailing Capital 33-25. On the road tonight are the Highclimbers. Phipps will get the backcourt inbounds. He'll bounce it in to Parsons. And now Myers. Jeremy trying to get by the defense of Potts. Finds Phipps. Phipps will go baseline. Step back, looking for Henry. And he'll get it to Myers. Reset. 12 on the shot clock. Here's Phipps drawing a crowd. Steps by with a dribble. Lace it across the body of a defender to a guard. Guard will find Henry. Henry turnaround jumper goes in.
Nice assist from guard.
6 points for Bennett Henry. Here's Potts in backcourt. Finds Pennington in the front court. Lob it over to Potts. Up top it goes to Schneider. Back to Potts. Potts for 3. Nope. Henry with a rebound. Bennett will get it to Myers. And here comes his shadow. Schneider gets by Schneider with a behind-the-back dribble. Over to Phipps. Down to guard. And I think they're going to get Price with a little body shot there, trying to get around and deflect that ball. That's 5 team fouls on Capital. That'll send Mason Guard to the free throw line.
And the Highclimbers have got it down to 6 points now. And Capital's in foul trouble early in this quarter.
2:28 to go here in the third. Mason Guard taking his time with his free throws. Just a bit short. Here comes Fletcher Henry. Here comes Sharky French. Here comes Trevor Gott. Bennett Henry. Who else is sitting down? Phipps. And Myers will sit down. And let's see here. Amina checks in for Capital, as does Baden Voznik. We had a whistle. I didn't think that Voznik actually went to the scorer's table, but he checked in. Here's the second free throw by Mason Guard. He has 6 points. Make it 7.
You got a good shot there now.
33-28 is our score. Here's Schneider. He'll shuffle it over to Potts. Potts will get it in the corner. Here is Amina for 3. And there's going to be a foul on the rebound. I think it's going to go on Parsons. Nope, it's going to go on Pennington. Wait a minute. No, it went on Parsons. That's what I thought. Referee changed his call in the middle of it, Jerry.
Okay.
And it's 2 on Sam. Baseline inbounds quickly in, and a 3 on the way by Voznik. Missed it. Guard with a rebound. He'll throw it all the way up the court to Fletcher Henry. Stops, lays it up and in. Fletcher with his first points of the game. And it's a 3-point Capital lead, 33-30. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Potts will get it to Voznik. Into the corner it goes to Pennington. He'll step around the defensive guard. Good defense by Guard. He recovered it, and then he nearly turned it over. And here goes Amina with a dunk. Noah with 6 points, and it's a 35-30 lead for Capital. Parsons in trouble in backcourt, finds Sharky French. Sharky draws a double team, and will dribble around the double team, come up in and nearly have it stolen. Hit it to Gott, and Gott lost the handle out of bounds. Minute 31 to go, third quarter. Capital 35, Shelton 30. Second game of our doubleheader tonight. With the boys with the nightcap. Here's Potts coming across midcourt with the dribble for Capital. Over it goes to Snyder. Snyder trying to get by the defense of Gott, and he'll get it to Potts. Over to Pennington, back to Potts. Over to Pennington. Thought about a 3. He'll dribble in, bump into Guard, and hit the shot. Pennington with 21 points, and it's a 7-point Capital lead. Here's Sharky French to the three-point arc. To Guard. Mason dribbles to the three-point arc to the foul line, handed off to Gott. Gott dribbles to the foul line, loses the handle, and here comes Amina. Amina up to Voznik, off the ground, off the glass, missed it. Rebound goes to Sam Parsons, and here comes Sharky French. Had his pass up, picked off by Pennington off the Snyder steal or deflection. Ball rolls out of bounds off a Highclimber.
Boy, Pennington takes that ball to the hoop so well.
Here comes Jeremy Myers, and they'll replace Sharky French. Fletcher Henry, Mason Guard, Sam Parsons, Trevor Gott, and Jeremy Myers on the court for the Highclimbers. Pennington, Amina, Potts, Schneider, and Voznik on the court for the Cougars. 32 seconds to go, third quarter. Here's Potts up top. Over it goes to Schneider. Schneider fakes the 3, shuffles it to Amina. He spins. He'll kick it out to Voznik. Voznik will jumper in the paint, missed it. Had his own rebound for a moment, but it ping-pongs around, and Jeremy Myers comes up with 17 seconds. Here's Myers. Gets a screen from Gott over to Parsons. Parsons for 3. Yes! That's Sam Parsons' first points. Makes it a 4-point Capital lead, 37-33. And a turnover on Potts.
Yeah.
Wow, he palmed the ball.
Yeah, he rolled it.
Just about everybody does the palming these days, and you have to be pretty dramatic about it. Here's Myers, gets in the corners. Parsons for 3. Yes, at the buzzer! Oh, my goodness. Back-to-back threes for Sam Parsons, and it makes it a 37-36 game after 3. Wow. What a good finish there in this quarter.
What a barn burner. I mean, wow. Good game, exciting.
We still have another 8 minutes to go. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
Well, we're waiting for the start of the fourth quarter. The Highclimbers will get the ball to start the quarter with Gott, Myers, both Henrys and Parsons. Here's the Bennett. Henry had it poked away. Gott comes up with it, and he just took a couple extra steps trying to get to the hoop. And the Highclimbers turned the ball over.
Yeah, 13 turnovers for the Highclimbers, 8 for the Capital Cougars so far.
Tyler Pallon returns for Capital, working with Potts, Mina, Vosnick, and Pennington. I don't think Pennington's sat down at all tonight.
I haven't seen him go out.
Here's Pallon into the corner of Vosnick. Vosnick for three. That's short. Rebound, Gott. They'll get it to Myers. And here come the Highclimbers, trailing by one. Down it goes to Parsons. Parsons drives into the paint, bangs bodies, lowers his shoulder, missed the shot, and then there's going to be a foul on the Cougars, I believe. That'll be on Vosnick. No, it's on Parsons. I don't know. I don't get that one at all.
I think he got him with the elbow.
Okay.
That's a third on Parsons.
Here's Potts up the near sidelines to Pallon. Now to Amina. Back to Pallon. Over it goes to Vosnick. To Potts. Fakes the three, steps by the defensive Gott, and launches an air ball. Well, I guess it went off the front of the iron. Here is Henry with the ball off the rebound. They'll get it to Myers in backcourt. And Myers will speed across midcourt. He's got Potts on his shoulder. Gets it down to Fletcher. Henry up fakes, puts it off the glass, missed it. Got his own rebound, one dribble, fades away, misses it again. Vosnick with the rebound. Here come the Cougars. Leading by one. Here's Vosnick way outside of the top for three. No. Rebound tapped out. And Potts will track it down to midcourt. Get a screen. It'll go over to Pallon. Pallon will go to the baseline and kick it to Vosnick. Vosnick dribbles around. Try to get a finger roll in there. Lost the ball. And Henry comes up with it. That's Bennett Henry. Here comes Jeremy Myers. 6:20 to go in the ball game. 37-36. Capital with the lead. Shelton with the ball. Here's Parsons way outside for three. That's short. Gott almost stole the rebound away. Potts comes up with the ball's free. Pennington comes up with it, and he's going to wisely dribble away. Gott nearly had another steal. Ball saved in bounds, and here comes Fletcher Henry, comes up with a pick. And then there's a turnover in the backcourt as Potts comes up with it. And here's Pennington settling things down for the Cougars. Wow. Nobody wanted that ball for a second. Pennington will walk the ball to the center of the court on the dribble. Over it goes to Vosnick. And now up top to Pallon. Tyler take a three. Gets it to roll in. That's Tyler Pallon with his second three in the ball game. Gives him 6 points. And it's a 40-36 lead for Capital. Here comes Shelton's Jeremy Myers. Trying to utilize some screens. Pennington all over him. Poke the ball away. Potts comes up with it, and Potts is fouled by Gott. Second team foul on the Highclimbers. First on Gott. Choi and Price return for Capital. Guard and Phipps return for Shelton. Capital ball, sideline, backcourt inbounds. Choi will get it in to Potts. Potts at the top. Gets the ball back from Choi. Over goes to Pallon. Pallon, one hands it over to Potts. Now to Pallon, back to Potts. I'm sorry, that was Choi. This is Pallon. Pallon skips to the top, gets a screen from Price, steps to the side of the paint, kicks it to the corner. Here's Pennington for three. Boom. 24 points for Carter and a steal on the inbounds, and he draws a foul. It's a 7-point Cougar lead, 4:46 to go in the ball game. The foul went on Shelton's Sam Parsons. That's his fourth. Pennington's first free throw goes in. 25 points for Pennington now. It's an 8-point Capital lead, 44-36. Can he add another one to it? Of course he can. 45-36. Here's Jeremy Myers in backcourt. Gets across midcourt on the dribble. Hooks it to Bennett Henry. Hands it off to Sam Parsons. Sams will step back, find guard. Guard faked outside, went to the middle, drew the foul. Boy, that was a quick little hand check, I think. That'll be the first team foul on the Cougs. And it goes on Mason Price, his third. Oh, his fourth? I got 3.
I have 3.
Inbound.
I don't have 4.
Inbounds goes to guard, and guard can't handle the inbounds, and he turns it over, and the Cougars get the ball back.
Yeah.
4:25 to go in the ball game. 45 for Capital, 36 for Shelton. The Cougars have the ball. There's Choi to Potts, and guard picked off the pass from Pallon. Here's Parsons in the front court, and it back to Myers. 4:10 now. Here's Bennett Henry. To the corner for Phipps for 3, short. Rebound goes to Pallon. Here's Potts with the ball in backcourt for Capital, and he'll step across midcourt with the dribble. Guarded by Myers. Over it goes to Choi. Choi. Bounce it over to Pennington. Pennington outside. Gets around Myers. Kicks it to the corner. Potts for 3. Yep. That makes it a 12-point Capital lead, 48-36. Here's Parsons with it. Hands it off to Myers. Over to guard. Guard spins, drives baseline, and we have a foul on the drive. Tyler Pallon picked up his second. That's the second team foul on the Cougars. Baseline inbounds, lob it in. Myers does to Bennett Henry. To Parsons, down to guard. Guard had the ball nearly stripped, puts a shot up, missed it. Rebound ends up in the hands of Pallon. Up to Choi. Choi to the side of the paint, had it poked away. I believe it's going to be Phipps with that poke away. And here comes Jeremy Myers. Myers draws a foul on Mason Price. I have 4 on him now. That might be it for him. That is 5 for Mason Price.
Price picks up his 5th, and Amina will step in for.
And he fouls out with 2 points.
Did you have 5 on him?
I had 4.
I had 4 also.
Inbounds into the corner to Phipps. Phipps looking for guard, and he'll throw it to Myers at the top. Myers finds Parsons in the far corner, gets the ball back and drives to the foul line. Gets it over to Henry. Bennett with it. Hand it off to Phipps. Phipps off the Bennett screen. Lob it down to Bennett Henry. A dribble into the paint, put it up. Missed the shot. Rebound goes to Choi for Capital. Approaching 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's a 3 by Potts. Missed it. Rebound. Saved inbounds to Potts. Right into the hands of Amina and then knocked out of bounds by Parsons. It stays with the Cougars. 2:24 to go in the ball game. Capital 48. Shelton 36. The Cougars have the ball. Baseline inbounds. Pennington will trigger the play left of the backboard. Inbounds goes to Pallon. Up top to Potts. Jump pass over to Pennington. Now to Amina. Back to Pennington. To Potts. Staying on the perimeter here is Pennington. Amina, high post to Pallon. Pallon beyond the three-point arc. Steps back off the defense. Hits a 3. That's his third 3 in the ball game. And it's 51-36. Here is Bennett Henry drawing a foul. They're going to count the bucket and the foul for Bennett Henry. You know what? That's the first basket for the Highclimbers here in the fourth.
Yeah.
It's come at the 153 mark. Makes it 51-38. Bennett now has 8 points, and he's 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Make it 1 for 3. And it makes it 50-39. Under 2 minutes now. Here's a 3 by Choi. Dagger right there. Makes it 53-39. Here's Jeremy Myers at midcourt for the Highclimbers. Driving in, kick it to the corner. Here's Phipps wide open in the far corner. He missed it. Rebound Parsons. He'll get it to Myers. Myers will take a 3. Missed that one. Bennett Henry taps it. Myers will track it down. And he threw it off the shoulder of Amina. Sam Krieger wants a foul on that play, and he's not going to get it. It's a Highclimber ball, however. Marcus Schneider returns for the Cougars, and Potts will sit down. Inbounds, nearly stolen away by Pennington. Here is Parsons. And we have water bottles popping into the play, of the court of play. 1:13 to go in the ball game. Cougars on top, 53-39. And here comes Tanner Fricke. He'll step in. And you want to know something? That's Carter Pennington's going to sit down. Jerry's his first rest.
Wow. Yep.
That I'm aware of.
And how many points?
20. Let's see. 26.
Okay. Wow.
Parsons will get it into backcourt to Myers. A minute 10 to go now. Myers will skip along the three-point arc. And he'll dribble in, leave it for guard. He'll step right to the bucket, lay it up. Oh, missed it. Rebound goes to Choi. Up it goes to Pallon. Pallon to the foul line. Back to Choi, way outside for 3. Look out. Rebound bounces all the way out, picked up by Parsons. Parsons will get it to Henry. Bennett will bring it across midcourt. Stop at the top and pop for 3. Comes up short. Schneider gets the rebound. Pallon now. And we're at 37 seconds. Here is Fricke losing the handle on the shot. And the ball comes up to Myers. He'll go kick it in the corner, but a foul called on the pass-off. Well, that'll be 5 team fouls on the Cougars, so Myers will get some free throws. 25.6 seconds remain. And Jeremy Myers heads to the free throw line where he's 1 for 2. He has a point tonight. Couldn't get the roll, missed the first one. Get another one. In and out. Bennett Henry gets the rebound, puts one up, missed the shot, and drew the foul. So Bennett Henry will head to the free throw line. Foul went on Noah Amina, his second. Bennett Henry at the free throw line. Missed the first one. He'll get another one. He has 9 points tonight. Make it 10. Comes Pallon with 18 seconds and counting here. And Pallon will just hold on to the ball. Dribble to the top of the key and run out this last 5 seconds. Here's Amina. 53-40 is going to be our final score. And the Capital Cougars come up with a win. And that is the final. 53-40 Capital boys knock off the Shelton Highclimbers. Tonight we will take a timeout, come back. Some final statistics here on the broadcast.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix, but vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseyouwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Hi, I'm Bruce Kipper, the principal at Shelton High School. Our levy helps fund the after-school programs and activities that keep kids engaged, confident, and part of a team. I also know how important safe, supported schools are for our kids and our families. Supporting our schools supports our kids.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include the Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community.
Well, the final here at Capitol. The Capitol Cougars take care of business and knock off the Shelton Highclimbers 53-40. They did it behind Carter Pennington's 26 points. Tyler Pallon finished with 9. 6 for Noah Amina. 3 points for Marcus Schneider. A 3 for Potts. And a basket for Mason Price. For the Highclimbers, their leading scorer was Braden Phipps with 14. Bennett Henry finished with 10. 7 for Mason Guard, 6 for Sam Parsons. A basket for Fletcher Henry, and a free throw for Jeremy Myers. Highclimbers dropped to 5-8 on the season. The Cougars improved to 4-7. We'll take another timeout. We have some more statistics on the way from the game from Jerry Apple and Daryl White. We'll be right back. Final score, 53-40, Capitol over Shelton tonight.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job, it's our promise.
Well, it's a final here in Capital. Final score, Capital 53, Shelton 40. Jerry, do you have some other statistics to pass along for us?
I do, Diedrich. Thank you. The Capital Cougars had 13 turnovers, which is not too bad. They were 7 for 10 from the foul line for 70%, which is pretty good. They were 15 for 36 from the field for 42%. Not too bad. As far as rebounds for Capital, Capital had 22 rebounds. They had 13 assists, and they had 13 steals. That's a big number right there. Highclimbers. Oh, let me give you Pennington had 4 rebounds. Amina had 4 assists. Pennington had 5 steals. Those were your leaders. Of course, Pennington also, I believe, had 26 points.
Yeah, he did.
Interesting there. Yeah, for the Highclimbers, they had 18 turnovers. They were 6 for 15 from the foul line. They were 15 for 49 from the field for 29%. That's you compare the 42% for Capital compared to the 29% for the Highclimbers. That's a big difference there. Going back and looking at the other statistics for the Highclimbers, Shelton did out-rebound Capital 28-22. They had 11 assists compared to 13 for Capital. They had 8 steals compared to 13 for Capital. 8 for Shelton, steals 13 for Capital. Now, the leading rebounder for the Highclimbers was Mason Guard with 7 rebounds. Jeremy Meyer and Sam Parsons both had 3 assists. Phipps had 2 steals, and so did Guard with 2 steals. So that's your statistics. I think it comes up with basically we're looking at foul shooting. The Capital definitely had the upper hand, and they outshot the Highclimbers from the field by about 14%, 13%. And Pennington, wow, just amazing.
Yeah, amazing player. I don't until the end there. I don't think he took a rest. He
did not until about you're right.
Yeah,
until about a minute left. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot from a young man. Well, let's see here. Where am I? Highclimber boys stay on the road and play at Centralia on Tuesday. The Cougars travel to Lincoln on Wednesday. That's never a good place to play.
I could imagine that would be a tough one.
Our next broadcast is next Friday.
Okay.
When the Shelton girls host WF West. I have to tell you, we have. Well,
that'd be a good game.
Oh, that should be a lot of fun. For our fundraiser, $43 in this game, $58 in the first game. That's $101.
All right.
That we'll be donating to Saints Pantry, along with the 43 yesterday. 35.
I love that fundraiser.
41 yesterday. So, yeah, we will be donating to Saints Pantry probably after our next broadcast. That would be 4. I'm keeping it at 4. It's a little easier for me to handle. Okay, so anything else, Jerry?
No, I want to thank Daryl for helping us out with both games. It's been a long night for Daryl and his area that he does his statistics. And I sure enjoyed being here and getting to meet some friends that I haven't seen for a long time.
I can't take Jerry anywhere. It'll probably take him an hour to get out of the building. All right, that will do it for us here in Olympia. My thanks to Jerry Apple and Daryl White for their help with tonight's broadcasts, 2 of them. Final again for the boys game, Capital 53, Shelton 40. And in the earlier game, the girls, Shelton girls beat Capital 71-47. We will talk to you from the Mini Dome next Friday night. You have been watching High School Sports on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The preceding presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.